How's it going, everyone? Hope all you guys are having a good day, or a night, or an afternoon, wherever you may be, and staying hydrated, because the weather just will not ease up. How are we all? We are back yet again for another stream. Yesterday we did our watch through. I know it's going through a block right now. I'm trying to get that undone because we watched the new episode of Bleach, and I guess the new episodes have been getting copyright struck just for having any kind of sound. I haven't had that issue only with Kaiju number 8, where they'll just take it down because even the faintest audio, they just won't allow. However, I've never had that any other issue outside of Kaiju number 8 season 2. So I'm trying to work on that now. We also watched Dragon Ball Fusion Reborn in sub because I'd never seen it in subbed. It was good. I think though the dub makes that movie a little bit more enjoyable. But yeah, we did that last night, and today we will be reading our read-throughs as always. It's going to be a smaller list tonight because, again, I'm trying to let Gachi Koda just build up chapters because I love Urane's work. It's just whatever's going on with her and her publishing company, you know, behind the scenes, it's affecting, I think, the enjoyment of reading Gachi Koda because you're getting such little content over a long course of breaks. It's rough. It's like a real momentum killer. So I'm trying to let 3 chapters be our minimum build up. So we have 2 chapters out right now. I think we might get a chapter this week. So next Sunday, ideally, we will add Gachi Koda back and we'll plow through those. But yeah, we have Ichi the Witch. I'm excited to see where this arc is going to be going. We have the new Iruma-kun chapter. Last chapter was a really wholesome chapter. Hit me right here in the big metal thing I call a heart. I'm kidding. I'm excited to see where this goes. This cover fucking looks sick. Hunter, I'm gonna lose my mind where this chapter is gonna go. And then, because it's a short stack, we might get through a few bit of Kagurabachi. I'm not going to promise we'll get through the 4th arc tonight, but we might get through a good chunk of it. It's a short arc, so we've already gotten through some chapters already. But yeah, so that's our plans for the evening. This upcoming week, again, I'm going to try and get a schedule out for you guys around Monday. That way we know what we're going to try and do. I'm trying to stay consistent with my scheduling. Whether it's weather or IRL stuff seems to be impeding that a little bit, but I'm trying to get better with that because I just want to try and maintain kind of this uploading of streams and whatnot. But yeah, so hey Julius, hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you in a little bit. Yeah, I'm having a good day, a good night right now. It's been a long couple of weeks though, but at the end of the day, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well as well. And again, I did see people were commenting for more read-through options for the future. I think once we get closer to catching up to Kagurabachi and we maintain this 3-chapter break sequence for Gachi Koda, and we'll see what we'll do throughout the week, I think we can add some more rotations in. And I've been seeing a few bit of people ask specifically Danadon. People want me to read Danadon. Last time I heard anything from Danadon people, they said the arc that was currently going on, which I think is still going on, they said it was slow. They said it was a very slow arc, so I don't know if something's changed where it's picked up finally. But I didn't hear too many enthusiastic reasons why I should get into Danadon post-anime. Because I am right now predominantly speaking a anime only Danadon enjoyer. I think the anime was beautiful. I think it was fucking hilarious. The entire direction of it was phenomenal. So to go from that into the manga, kind of like with JJK, I'm sure I'll love some portions of it and get hyped at, you know, moments in it, but there will be a noticeable difference between, I think, the storytelling on how the anime portrays it versus the manga. So I am a little concerned on that, but if people really do want me to read Danadon, I'm now more than ever considering it. So I think once we get a little bit closer and we maintain this kind of scheduling period for other stuff, I think I'll add it into the rotation if people want me to read it that badly. Because I think I'll do a poll as well. Because I know... What was the other one? There was another story that people wanted me to read. Hysteria? It's like Westeria? Westeria? Something West. Something West. Wistoria? Is that what that is? Maybe it's this? I'm not too sure. But someone commented recently that I need to watch or read this Wistoria. I think this is what they were talking about. Is this a manga or a manga or a manhwa? It's a manga. Oh, okay. Interesting. So yeah, I'm going to add more stuff on the docket, and I'm going to bring other stuff back from the poll last time, that Kagurabachi one. Like, Mad's going to be on here. This fucking looks crazy as hell. And what was the other one? The dark fantasy manga. Dark fantasy manga shonen. There's one right now. I forget what it was called. This one. Yeah. It looked like Dr. Stone. Centauria. So there will be another poll coming up soon that we will add at least one new series. But from what I'm feeling, I feel like a lot of people are really going to push for Danadon. People have been actively trying to get me to read Danadon. So I'm like, all right, well, if we do another poll coming up soon, we can read Danadon. Like with JJK, I was hesitant, but I did it anyway. So, we shall see. Hey, Jancy. Hope you're doing well. All right. So, just want to go over that stuff. Let's get into the actual reading. Let me put you down just a little bit. All right. So, we are first doing, of course, Ichi. Then we'll go into Iruma. This is the niche corner of the stream. So we'll get those two chapters done first. Then, we're going to have a good chapter. I can feel it. Last chapter was intense. Hunter x Hunter is going to be a hot second. And then the rest of the evening is just going to be Kagurabachi. So, let us work into this right now. So, we have Chapter 94 of Ichi the Witch, 94th Hunt. To be clapped. Oh my god, it sounds like a slander title. What the fuck? To be clapped? Wait a minute. What? Nishi, what are you doing these titles? Excuse me? Alright, so last time we left off, we were invading the fortress, the moving citadel, the Howl's moving castle, that is Hakari's mansion with his underlings that are taking up the witches to fuel some kind of reactor. We had Amadoro and Komagi were bonding and appreciating each other, so that's going to lead to something. We had Boxer having his mission parameter being laid out to us. We got to have a little gag moment with the motorcycle, which I think was kind of neat, and other aspects that are building up for this arc. My predictions again, Komagi is going to play a vital role for this arc as a whole, as she should. Will she capture one of the 7 stars and make it one of her Majiks? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's going to be this, I forget this little guy's name. This dude, maybe. He could be a 7-star member too, because again, after Pooh from the Chrono Weaver arc, I'm not looking at small fries the same way, man. Nishi's got me, man. I gotta stay focused. So maybe she'll get him if he's not relatively strong. But if she does capture a 7-star, holy shit. But I feel like this guy could either go up against Boxer and Gokuraku, which would then leave the 2 7-stars to our main 4 characters that should be important for this arc. Komagi, again, Amadoro, they'll probably go and take on Hakari with, I assume, Ichi, and then the other one, the hand Majik that's doing the teleportation stuff. Dakaris could probably go take that one out. That's how I imagine the matchups will go for this arc, but I could be wrong. So, let us see. So I'm going to read through the chapter. If you have any comments, you can comment now, and I'll get to them after this reading for Ichi the Witch. So, To Be Clapped. Again, crazy title. This guy mad. Oh, yeah. We had church. There's actually a cathedral in this castle. Like, taking their hatred to a biblical level for humans, particularly witches. Interesting. Is that very angry? Stained glass just moves past him, doesn't give a fuck. This seems to be a cathedral or some other place of worship. Worship, huh? What would Majiks worship? That's an excellent question, Dakaris. That's an excellent question. Human haters following human customs, which again, I've been saying this nauseatingly. The Majiks, particularly human haters, they look down on human way of life because we, of course, are a lot of selfish and self-hating kind of beings, and we can cause a lot of damage to the environment, and etc., etc. All the worst qualities that you always hear regurgitated in these kind of stories. But the problem is, it's very clear that the Majiks, especially the human haters, are very much wired the same exact way. So their bias and hatred and how they conduct themselves is very human. It's very much like how the Chimera Ants behaved in the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter. It's just something that you have to, like, you know, okay, you say we're bad because X, Y, and Z. But then when you do X, Y, and Z, what about that? Hello? So I want someone to genuinely have that discussion with a human hater. Like, you guys keep saying this is what makes us pathetic, but, like, you guys are doing the exact same thing. Anyway, I always want to point that out. Human haters following human customs. Oh, the world hater, maybe. That's a good guess, Komagi. Kagurabachi. Ugh, please, just one of those simps was plenty. That's it. Are these this is the official translation, quote unquote. Official translation. Simps is what we were going for. Urane, Nishi has used slang terminology, modern slang terminology before, but that's crazy. Simp is officially in this chapter. Okay. Master Amadoro, do you recognize this place? No. I have not seen this room before. Again, this little creature entity trying to square up right now. But again, I'm getting more and more of the impression that maybe this guy, this little critter, doesn't have it. This tower is a layered cake of rooms, halls, and even floors. They're all twisted around and through one another like a labyrinth, the back rooms. Right. When I last visited, my pose and moved through the engine rooms, nursery, and libraries. Okay. So she remembers that, but again, this thing is crazy. Wildly different places are strung together in a jumble with no rhyme or reason. God, okay. Oh gosh. Then if we aren't careful, we could get lost. But our arrival wasn't exactly subtle. They'll probably know that we're here. We should get out of here before they come looking for us. Yeah, I mean, that was not the most stealthy of entrances. But that's going to be probably something that we're going to deal with in this arc. Trying to locate everyone. The cathedral's outer corridor. Let's begin by making our way downward. But how you know you're going down? Because this guy could, like, do some, like, King Piccolo or Piccolo in the lookout. You think you're going down, and then he makes, like, a pathway, and then you go back up. The hostages are most likely being kept in the lowest of rooms. It's so vast. It's huge. The Majiks use the hostages as batteries, siphoning off their magical energy to power this tower. Is that all they're doing, though? Is there something more to that? And how did this machinery come to be? Is this a Majik creation, or is this ancient technology? Like on some One Piece type stuff. From the outside, I saw what looked to be a reactor at its bottom. This truly is a most vile and deprived contraption. I would have liked to infiltrate it from the lower floors from the start, but it seems they learned how to lock their doors. This was the only wall thin enough to bust through. What? You busted in just like before? Yeah, I busted through the front door. Subtlety is not her strong suit. Again, little entity. You heathens. Ladies and gentlemen, let me reiterate what we had discussed earlier. If you happen across Hikari, the first thing you should do is run. I mean, these may not get that option. Also, Dakaris? I don't think Dakaris is going to run. Nor will Ichi. We don't yet know their trial. Instead of recklessly attempting to fight it, prioritize getting yourself to safety. Do not risk getting captured. If you are separated from the others, use your mirror communication to reestablish a connection. Alright, that's convenient. So the mirrors can still work here. For now, we will split into a team to hunt down Hikari, which I'm seeing Dakaris and Ichi. Okay. And the other team to find and free the hostages, Gokuraku, Komugi, and Amadoro. Okay, so we're leaving the big dog to these two. I figured she would want to go after him. But I guess not. Right now, at least. And no Komugi Hikari action. So that whole paneling of there will be no female witch that will ever capture me. The next page over, Komugi just blankly staring into, the abyss. So is that not going anywhere? Food for thought. Each team will move independently. Meanwhile, this guy just... Oh, yeah, right. What about me? So, what are you gonna do? Honestly, can he, stand to guard the entrance? Because that would be kind of good. Can he, feed a wire to us so that way if we get lost, again, he can, back rooms us, pull us back? I don't know. Stand by the door. My mission is to keep an eye on Amadoro and gather information on the Majik Hikari, which means, this plan is going to make him, split himself in half. I have to be on both teams simultaneously. This could be problematic. Yeah, just a little bit. You have no idea, huh? Amadoro or Hikari, go which one you ever feel is best. Whichever one of you likes me the best? That's not what I said. Do you understand how grammar works? Oh my god. Fucking Christ, yo. His headassery is too much even for Dakaris. Ah, well, I see why both teams would be desperate to have me. We'll just have to rock, paper, scissors. Higurashi, whose smart idea was it to leave your interpreter behind? True, honestly, you should have brought another one. He reminds me of you, Master Dakaris, two people with high opinions of themselves. Bro, yo, arc after arc, she's getting dunked on. I love this. I'm not this bad. Oh, you're aware of it, though. Right? Mm-hmm. The entity. I don't know why, but the stupid witches are arguing. They have bad teamwork. There, he's scribbling. Wait, oh, he scribbles? He scribbles? Oh, no. Okay. All right. I'm locking in. I'm locking in now. Komugi's gonna get this little bastard. He takes notes. She takes notes. Perfect. Perfect. So she's probably not gonna get Hikari, which I thought was just a little too extreme. I want her to get love. But a 7-star on her first, mission that she's gonna have, real agency and weight on? Whew. Damn, girl. or like the hand 7-star. Nah, I think that's a little too much. This guy, on the other hand, this guy though, now I'm getting more and more impression that yes, this guy's going to be more up her alley. They have bad teamwork. They're useful information. 6 witches, scribble, scribble. Lord Hikari was right. They did come to steal their companions back. Stubborn witches. They never learn. Zoomin', 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 zoomin'. But this time, they're out of luck. All the Majix that could run into, they found me first. Oh? Yeah? What are you gonna do, bud? Please. I'm the invisibility Majik. Really? Invisibility? Okay, this is definitely gonna be Komigi's, because then she can stealth. She can stealth. Oh yeah. Although that would actually be good for Ichi, because then predatory hunting instincts. But I think Komigi would probably like to remain invisible. The up and coming hot. Get the fuck out of here! There's no way. Hello? The 7... Okay, not all 7 stars are created equal then. No. What? The up-and-coming, hot, new 7-star candidate. Thank you. Okay, I just had to read like 2 more seconds. I'm about to say, there's no way. What? Like, invisibility is cool and all, but like, there's no way. There's no way. Okay. He's a candidate like Toby was for the Akatsuki. But unlike Toby, I don't think he's going to have a boss aura moment. The up-and-coming hot new 7-star candidate that everyone, in my opinion, is talking about. The great Tsukimori. Tsukimori. I'm going to call him Mori for short. So Mori, or Maru, excuse me. Tsukimaru. Maru here believes he's a hot shit. Let's see. I'm going to listen in all of your plans and watch your every move. Then I'm going to tell all of it to Lord Hikari. Doesn't matter how powerful you witches are when I'm invisible. You're like Chameleon Bro from Hunter x Hunter. Meow. I can do this. So he goes, boom, haha, no one can see me. Flagrant taunting and this. But again, I feel like somehow they're gonna notice him. Like, Dekaris like, hey, where'd that little shit go? Activates like magic eye or whatever. Oh, he's right there. You can't stop me. I'm the greatest. No one can find me when I'm invisible. No one! Immediately. Hey, little bitch. What the fuck you doing? Damn, fucking predator over here. My hunting instincts know that you're right here. I can smell you. I can feel you. Unless, again, like, he is like the chameleon dude from Hunter x Hunter. He can, like, erase his entire presence. Just being invisible isn't going to be enough. That's not going to be enough for Ichi. What the fuck you doing, bud? That's haunting. That's a fucking terrifying Ichi. Yo, what's the matter? What's the matter, little bud? What? No way. How? Jesus, god damn. He is a goddamn hunter. How? Why is he looking at me? He can't see me, right? Right? There's no way he can see the invisible. Is it seeing or feeling? Like Maki from Hunter x Hunter. Just, I can feel that there's in a mist over here. Bro, lands a swipe in his direction. Dodges. What's up, Ichi? I don't know. I can't shake the feeling. Something's there. Tracking! Oh, he really is an animal. How much trouble is Hikari? They violently detest the witches and will attack on sight. Whatever you do, make certain you never get caught between their palms. Oh, is that like an activation of... He had what, Gamma? I think, no. Gamma was the balls. Alpha, I think, was the speech. Was it Delta? I forget. I forget which one he had. Whatever you do, do not make sure you do not get caught in between their palms. With a clap, they can destroy. No. Disintegrate whatever is caught between them. Being grabbed by one hand is inconvenient, but not deadly. Okay, so one hand, nothing happens per se. Two hands, anything between them, he can fucking disintegrate. Yo, is he gonna pull out like a Netro, the 99th hand, and he's gonna have like some kind of construct where it's all like sumo palming? Because if he does, we're gonna have a problem. Like, I don't know, can like the hand Majik combo with Hakari, and then you just have a bunch of big hands teleporting around, and then you now have to worry about which direction they're gonna come and clap you. Literally clap. Maru, again, quivering in fear. However, getting caught between both. Yo, Ichi! Predatory instincts! On your left! On your left! This guy came out like he was in Five Nights at Freddy's. Like he was Fox. And your finish. Speed, man. Speed. Speed. Dodge, man. Roll. Dark Souls roll. 2 double page spreads. Kagurabachi's gonna be the one? Ooh. Grab. Okay. So we are stopping Evil Todo's Boogie Woogie from activating. So as long as he, doesn't make contact, right? It's not like a field between the two. As long as they don't make contact, that's the activation, as far as we know. So he grabs them. Synchro rate 50%. Hey, let's go. Let's go, Cyborg. Let's fucking do this shit. And Ichi immediately pulls out dagger. Triple! Ooh, wow. Triple double page spreads. Yo, okay, Nishi. I like that. Simple kick. Yeah, on that Saitama school mindset here. Simple kick. Well, looky here. I found a trash Majik. This delinquent meets another delinquent. Oh, this should go good. This should go good. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad, Nishi. You getting me hyped? Hakari's the first one. Oh, Hakari. Gokuraku's going to be the first one to combat this guy. Interesting. Even though the plan was for Takeris and Ichi, and Gokuraku was supposed to go to Komugi and Amadoro, but maybe because of how this labyrinth works, and the rooms have no rhyme and reason, and there's teleportation, the team is going to get shuffled all around, and then they're going to have whole new groups trying to figure it out. So maybe the Komugi thing isn't dead just yet. However, I'm really dead set because this little guy, this little bugger, is taking notes. He has invisibility. Like, this is something I feel like Komugi would love to have as a Majik. But we'll see. But Ichi is also interacting with this guy. He is also interacting with him. Fucking terrifyingly, but interacting with him nonetheless. So, him having invisibility, like he's Jinwoo, would also be kind of cool. It would. That would be perfect for his hunting style. So, definitely multiple routes for this arc to go down on. But we are getting an idea of how his abilities work and the confrontation that we will be having very soon. And Gokuraku, hey, you don't fuck around with my boy. Anti-boogie woogie activity is happening right now. I like Todo and Yuji, but maybe Gokuraku and Ichi, that relationship will get there. But I don't know. Todo just fucking speaks to me. But this is good. Very good, Gokuraku. All right. Kind of a quick chapter, but I felt like we had a lot more meat this time around with, talking about their infiltration, how the labyrinth works, last time how she infiltrated, Maru's point of view and getting his introduction a little bit, and then formulating the plan, how the plan's probably not going to work, and then understanding more of Hikari's abilities and him showing up. Cool. All right, let me read some chat, and then we'll get into Iruma, and then Hunter x Hunter. So, going back, Jancy, welcome to the stream. I literally just posted a Ichi theory on Twitter, but it's small, but it has small chapter spoilers in it. But I'm thinking I'm cooking. Okay, wait, chapter spoilers? Like what? There's leaks out for the next chapter already? Really? Are the leaks like out Sunday night? Damn. World Hater is known as the god Majik according to Monogold. Sure. Yeah, that also is definitely was very interesting. I don't want to overlook that. That again, they're kind of discussing what I've been curious about and have literally pointed out, like I said earlier in the stream, they are anti-humans, and yet they are doing a very human thing, having a religion, whether it be around World Hater, whether it be around their own hatred towards witches. They're forming a dogmatic belief that they themselves would call out and look down on for humans having. Pot calling the kettle black. You know? So, I do want someone to have that conversation with a Majik. I think that is something Nishi could definitely go into. Sukimaru playing with Komugi's hair. Is he? I didn't see that. Like, he was, you know, trying to square up with everyone. Oh, he was. Oh, good catch. Very good catch. Yeah, the little bugger. The little bugger was playing with her hair. Again, just nonchalantly. No one gives a fuck. And his invisibility and whatnot. I wonder, was he invisible from the jump? Like, the moment they came in? No. Oh, well, maybe. Because I was thinking, like, they were seeing him. But I feel like if they did see a Majik, it would be like, oh, boom. So maybe the moment they crashed in, he activated his invisibility. So they're only seeing the stained glass. Okay. Yeah, so he might be invisible from the jump. It's Walter Park all over again, I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, there are elements for sure. Though, we didn't actually go into the prison, like, you know, the main characters, which maybe we will now. But, yeah, there are similar vibes. Gokuraku just keeps clocking Dakaris's bullshit. I know, I love that. Of all the people that call him out on his bullshit, on her bullshit, it's literally just the dude that just is, like, very straightforward, like, hey, you know, I think you're kind of bullshit too. So why are you calling out this guy? And she's like, no, I'm not. It's like, yeah, you are. Yeah. I just appreciate his straight man mindset with her. Like, unlike Komugi and Ichi that kind of have to put up with Dakaris, like, he doesn't. He's like, bro, you do this every single day for us when we're on a mission. Why all of a sudden are you calling him weird and whatnot? Ichi jump scare. Yeah. That was intimidating. Again, Nishi and her artist know how to make intimidating shots, man. The crouch, the detail. Also, kind of muscle work on Ichi looks very good here. But yeah, the hunter, the predator. Carnivore, herbivore. When the MC is a horror movie slasher villain, he could be. He could turn into one very easily. Again, we know his mindset is not succinct to normal mindset as of now. Listen, I know yesterday was International Cat Day. Yeah, true, it was. Happy belated Cat Day. But this is some cat-like behavior from Ichi. it's predatory. You can be more than cat, but fine, sure. If you want to say cat, it's a hunter, man. It's a fucking predator waiting to pounce, man. So the latest chapter of Ichi, it is now confirmed that the 7 stars get replaced when one or more of them gets captured thanks to Sakamura. So yeah, he's a candidate, quote unquote, which I'll be honest with you, I think if Bakigami was out and got to join up with World Hater, I feel like he would take Maru's place as the main candidate. I think he's kind of there as a participation. It's like, fuck, do we have anyone else right now? No. So, all right, we'll give the little shit a trial run because we literally have no one else. Because I'm gonna be real with you, he doesn't have that sauce right now. But hey, like with Pooh, maybe something will change. And the 7 stars are constantly getting replaced, then the world, then that would explain why World Hater, so unfazed about losing 2 of the 7 stars. My friend suggested. True. I mean, he could also just be naturally apathetic because he seems to want to end everything. And my hypothesis is, oh, we're gonna end everything, the Manjiks on his team for us, right? Yeah, the Manjiks. And then this could be on some Dracula Tepes shit from Castlevania. No, I'm ending everything. There will be silence in the world. And that's something he's not going to tell them. Though he did take offense when Dakaris was talking about Majiks when they squared up that one time. But he did say, listen, I have remorse to fight other Majiks to Uru. But if I need to, I'll kill Majiks. I do not care. So I am wondering what is his end goal. Like, his true end goal. Is it a world utopia for Majiks, or is it, like, complete and utter silence of life, including Majiks? Because, again, maybe, like I've been saying, Majiks are more human than they give themselves credit for. And World Hater knows that. And thus, to really get rid of this mindset, you have to wipe the slate clean, as it were. What if the human hater Majik that were... What if all human hater Majiks that were all the very bottom of Dakaris' magic circle were former 7 stars? If she's been getting 7 stars consistently, that would be crazy. We don't know for sure, but they probably could have been candidates that would have easily joined up with World Hater. It's, I think, only recently, through the one arc we had, that the witches have been nosing a high-level activity for World Hater and his 7-star gang. That's only recently, though. They recently, as long as Ichi, which goes in lockstep with the prophecy Majik of, you know... Oh my god, I forget her name. Forgot her name. No. I'm just going to call her Prophecy. Yeah, Prophecy Majik, that also World Hater is aware of, and that's why he went to go intimidate her. Like, hey, you either join us, or I will kill you and your human host. I ain't having any Prophecy bullshit get in my way. So it's really until, like, the emergence of Ichi that we start to see this guy and his goon squad become more and more prevalent on the stage. Because it isn't until, like, Dakaris, where we saw him obliterate her home nation, was, like, the one most recent event as of right now. He's been silent till then. Why? How? Various ideas here. But, yeah, he has been very shrouded in mystery, very still, of what his goal is. But maybe those other people were actively, like, Bakigami, like, oh, we are believers, and once we show him our great deeds, we will be indoctrinated. Like, they have to do a act to get the invites, to get the VIP status from World Hater. Like, they were going to do that, but then she stopped them. It's possible. Back in Chapter 18, when Dakaris came across the World Hater, he asked her, how many Majik she has acquired, and she responds that not only has she lost count, yeah, I think at the bare minimum, I think she's like over 40 for sure. Koru, how you doing? Doing okay. Have some ups and downs, but it's been good so far during the stream. How are you doing, man? But then proceeds to mock him, asking some of them were his friends. Yeah, I mean, you could just say that's in a mocking tone, because I think she also believes that the Majiks, for the most part, outside of the good ones, the quote-unquote good ones, they don't have friendship, because, again, they mock human relationships and everything. So to say friendship, I think serves twofolds, where they were allies that he could have used, potentially, if they weren't just outright among his team, but then poking and prodding that he is literally called the human world hater. You are the embodiment of fuck humans, and yet you have friends. The dichotomy of that is very funny for Dakaris. So if he gets triggered on that, which he did, it just shows, like, again, your entire spiel is kind of bullshit, because you have lingering ties for the most part. But yeah, so I don't know if it's confirmed they were, but that's not a bad idea. I think they, again, could have been like Bakigami, where they were going to try and link up, but they never got the chance to do that. I believe it is that moment that the World Hater realized that she's potentially the witch that caused all of his former 7 stars. Maybe, but again, we don't know. Because, again, the idea is that until recently, he hasn't been making moves. Him and his goons haven't done that. It's in lockstep to the emergence of Ichi and the prophecy Majik giving her prophecy of, hey, this could be the guy to take down World Hater. To essentially go missing over the last 15-ish years, and he and Hitsugai initiated a plan to infiltrate her magic circle to free them. Potentially. I think it could also just be they know that these very anti-human Majiks that weren't a part of her team are in her circle, because what's the Karis? She's braggadocious. She is a legendary witch. She is supposedly the greatest witch of the modern era. So, of course, the word has spread far and wide of her deeds, her countless deeds of capturing all sorts of Majiks, and, of course, all of her dangerous Majiks in her magic circle. So, whether they were on his team or not, I think the plan, for sure, has something to do with, we're going to infiltrate her circle and get these motherfuckers out. I do believe in that, for sure. I don't know if it was premeditative because they were his allies, but at the end of the day, there is going to be a jailbreak from her magic crest to get these guys out. For him to have a much bigger army, like All For One and My Hero Academia. This is why Hitsugai was so adamant on Dakaris specifically acquiring him. It's to show that the seats for the freedom of all the potential former 7 stars. Again, we'll see. I don't know if they're former 7 stars. I think they're just bad eggs that they can use for their army. Think, again, All For One or Blackbeard going into their prison being like, hey, I need allies. Who wants to come out and join me? The Shiba haters got silenced this chapter, brother. Listen, we'll get there. We are ways away from finding out what the fuck this is. I'll be honest with you. It's probably for me, it's gonna be like months before we get to like this Shiba hate. So I appreciate it. No spoiling, but I appreciate the update apparently that the Shiba incident that was talked about last time is being changed around. But yeah. To wrap that up with the idea that these are all pre-7 stars. It's not unlikely. I do think, though, it could literally just be she's done so many great deeds, and she's also bragged about it. She has literally made fucking publications of her actions for everyone to adore her. Like, you know, these stupid comics and shit. So it's only natural that that information will reach back to the world hater and be like, oh, so you're telling me this one witch, in a way, has kept a safe of very powerful potential allies for me to congregate if we take her down. Bet. Perfect. But they could be allies. They could be. I will get your acquisition trial out of you no matter what it takes. But since I've got you here, let me experiment a bit. Let's see what works and what doesn't and what you hate most. I said you were plain. I retract that statement. Which, how many Magiks have you acquired? Comparable to ore farming. She does ore farm. He does. She is a ore farmer. Yeah, he had alpha. You broke through my barrier. You must be rather skilled. Just skilled. Nah, I'm the world's greatest and most powerful witch. Good to meet you. Most powerful. For all you're rather plain. This is cutting. Who knows? I've lost count. Aw, you're so... and were some of them your friends? Whoopsie, I'm sorry. Again, I think there was nothing more serious with this thing right here. I think it's just more of poking and prodding. But there could be something here. There could. Watch Sukimaru trial be to catch him while they're invisible? Probably. It's probably going to be something simple as that. Like... that and or you have to make him visible. And then people are like, well, how do you make something invisible visible? And then Ichi or Komagi are going to do something stupid like, oh, I have ink for my pen. Splurt, and then, oh, he's tangible now. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, that was Ichi the Witch. Good discussions all around. I'm excited to see where this goes. Some fascinating subjects on the mindset of Magiks as always, which is something I really wanted us to get into. The Akari fight is going to begin. Will we get separated? I have a funny feeling that's going to happen. So it's not going to be a quick confrontation, but we'll see where it goes. Very cool. And again, Jesus Christ. What a fucking mug this was right here. All right. Now, let's get into some super good shit right now. We had our heart-to-heart conversation last time. I am ready for their resolve to bear fruit. To see what they are going to manifest to get Iruma back. I hope this was a peak chapter. I want peak. I need peak. They'll probably end off this chapter preparing to get to the Misfit class and Armory so that we can start setting up Iruma's rescue. I don't think it's going to be this chapter, but I think we're getting there. I think we are getting there. We have a chapter link for you guys in the chat. VOD gang, hope you're doing well. In the description down below. Yes, so Weekly Shonen Jump is on break next week. That's why, yet again, One Piece is on break. So, we'll see. I don't know if Ichi will be out. Probably not. Probably the same thing for Hunter x Hunter. So, potentially next Sunday could be Kagurabachi, and or maybe we'll do some new read-throughs. Maybe. But we'll fill that time up with something. We will fill this time up with something. So, last time again, we had the character resolve of Az and Carla. They are bonded, and right here in the cover, you have their two ribbons connected to each other. if someone in the chat, not naming anyone, wants to bear this some serious foreshadowing of their pending relation, you could. Also, their hands, I see you, salacious down there. You see that shit? Their hands are touching. Good heavens, you heathens. Yeah, this is very good. I like this cover. I like the blue. Also, are they blue lipstick too? Good. Oh my goodness. Oh, volume 50. Cool. We're on volume 50. Nice. Yeah, so this chapter, I have some good expectations for. At least I believe there should be some good expectations for. The setup is coming. So, let's get into this. I'm excited to see this, and then we'll get into Hunter x Hunter, then Kagurabachi. So, we have chapter 454 of Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, to where you are. The search begins. I love the blue. Perfect start. We got some creepy visualization of humans. Human-kun. We have a doll with Bomb Sensei's room, I imagine. Together to bring back Irumachi. Okay. Yeah, I imagine it's Sudichiro's room. Yeah, because that has a lot of knickknacks and different kinds of historical and creature-related items and plants. Also, eyeballs giving me Fourth Prince vibes. What the fuck's going on there? He's got eyeballs back there. Okay. So again, they are set on what they need to do. Very good. So you take this as... Oh, God. What the fuck? These aren't squirt guns. No. Are these actual weapons she can make? Oh, my goodness. Number 1. And I'll take this. Special greatest. She has a unicorn assault rifle. Ready to go. Okay. Attack. Wait. Stop. Where are you even planning to attack to? Wherever Irumachi is. Even charging in blindly takes some amount of planning, you know. Oh no, my Hisoka statue fell over. No. Soon, Hisoka. Soon. We'll get to your chapter soon. So yeah, she wants to go guns blazing. Love the spirit. We need to know where he is. Don't be so reckless. If just the two of us attacked Demon Border Patrol, we would only be chased off. Grr, she's ready to go. First, we have to find out what's really happening. A demon we can consult, who understands the full situation. I love that he knows if there was any demon here at the school that is aware of his condition, it would be him. Absolutely. Imaginary biology prep room. I know just the one. Yes. Bring the best teacher outside of Kageo, of course. I've been expecting you two to come see me. Kageo-kun and Henry-kun are currently busy reporting and communicating with Babulus and all the Border Patrol. I can't talk long myself, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Master Balm. Did you know that Iruma-sama was a human? Yes, I knew. Yeah, but he was chill. So again, another human and demon relationship. It was fine. No big deal. Takes that in for a second. Going forward, what is going to happen to Iruma? Just as you learned in class, humans are extremely unique and valuable beings to the netherworld. What the fuck? Where? Where are these entities coming from? Where are these nether beings, man? Holy cannolis. You have some weird insectoid, a dragon-like thing, and like some Cthulhu motherfucker. Where? Where are these creatures? even some of like the wild creatures that we've gotten in Demon World, Netherworld, they're not like this. Where the fuck are these entities coming from? This gotta be like old world shit. Like precursors. This is very risky. The Netherworld's balance could be crumbled from conflict over a human. Right, the idea that humans give them boost in power. Border Patrol gave the impression that they'll keep him in their custody until they can carry out his deportation back to the human world. Which, again, they have a system in place, so they've done this before. They're meaning outside of course, Omri's mom. They've definitely had multiple humans come in, and they've sent them back. And they're like, oh, that's not good. Then he'll be sent to another world, and we'll never return to the Netherworld again? Most likely. I hope that's all it is, at least. Right. Yeah, because we got some crazy people in the police department right now. He's like, I'm not too sure. Just like his dad, he knows. Like, something about the Narberus family right now setting off alarm bells. No matter what we must do, we want to bring Iruma back. You mean sneaking into Border Patrol and breaking Iruma out? If you did, you'd be considered criminals who have threatened the entire Netherworld. Who gives a fuck? On some Ennie's Lobby activity. Who gives a fuck? Let the entire world come at us. We are the demons that defy the world. That just adds to their rap sheet. Excellent. All of Demon Border Patrol would be against you. And if it meant defending public order, even the 13 Crowns might get involved. That might be a problem. Like the Six Fingers, Border Patrol, 13 Crowns. Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue. But, again, the allies that Iruma would have... Like, he's got, of course, he's got the Misfits. He's got the Misfits ready to back him. Calgeo and Citycho absolutely is going to back him. My boy, Mephisto, is going to back him. Obviously, you know, though Sullivan's going to be in prison, Sullivan would absolutely back him, and I feel like just that and that alone would make some of the other 13 Crowns a little bit hesitant. Then, of course, you have Opera. Dude was ready to go ham against the Border Patrol anyway, so who gives a fuck? Let Opera off his chains, and they're going to fucking die in mass. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Omri, again. I feel like Henry might, maybe say fuck my office. Maybe. Bachiko absolutely would stand up for Iruma-kun. I feel like if Asmodeus is going to get involved, you can argue Azazel. My God. What's his mom's name? Amaryllis. Gotta be careful. Whew, Jesus. Gotta be careful with the Google shirts. But Amaryllis would probably get involved as well. Arguably, I would say Leggy and Raspberry could get involved too, because they find Iruma interesting, so they don't want to not have this motherfucker around, making the world less exciting. So there would be a whole host of cats. There would be a whole host of people that would definitely be intrigued to keep Iruma here, despite him being human, or in favor of him being a human. So yeah, Border Patrol, Six Fingers, some of the 13 Crowns, but in opposite hands, we got a good stack. We got a good stack of people. All right. But yeah, that is a problem. That for sure is a problem. If against all odds you did get Iruma out of there, you would have to spend the rest of your lives running and hiding. Say less. with all the Netherworld's highest ranking demons as your enemy. Fuck it. The Vagabond King. I like that title. That's fine. Carla, of course. If I can be with Iruma-chi, then even that would be as the commitment. So you would be fine never seeing your family ever again. That's the tough part. That's the part that's going to hit them hard the most. She'll never see her wacky, zany family. Also, where is her dad? Asmodeus, is that going to bring shame to the Asmodeus household and legacy? Probably. Would she care? No. But, in the long run, that's going to hurt, his mom's reputation. Where is Pop? Where is the mythical father that bedded her and probably is the reason why he doesn't use his bloodline ability, my guess? Where's him? Where is he? Yeah, so it's not just their lives, it's everyone else's lives that will ripple around them. So you would be fine never seeing your family again. Yeah, that one's like, oh shit, had to take her a second there. I'm sorry, I know that was a cold way of phrasing it, but the decision is one that would hurt not only yourself, but also the demons who care for you. That's the price you would need to be ready to pay. And I can't approve of that. Always thoughtful. Yeah, so her mom, her younger siblings. Yeah, be rough. It'd be rough to make. And they are supportive, but the world against them, man, I don't know. So then, however, just like you, there must be other demons who want to save him, right? Make a rally cry. Make your case a pending thing for other demons to get behind. All of the friends that we have at school as well, the different classes and years. Some of the other teachers, too, fuck with Iruma. So, I mean, we could get a petition going. Absolutely. And then, let's say it's still going to happen. The competition between who will be the next Demon King is going to come down to these three, primarily. If Iruma is in the shoo-in, he's in the, finale of deciding who becomes the Demon King, then that should squash any issue. Because if a human can do everything they can do, but better, and exceed expectations, then that washes away all the criticism. Because he, too, could become a Demon King. That Demon King is not a racial thing. It's a title to be earned. And then, improving the world that they live in. As Sullivan pointed out before. Sorry, I just want to point that out. Because I just think that's very interesting of a direction they could go with this. To get him back and then proceeding, However, just like you, there must be other demons who want to save Iruma-kun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then they're like, of course. All the things Iruma-kun has accomplished and the bonds he's made won't just disappear that easily. There are so many demons he has now saved. His legend is far and wide. Nationwide. And I'm one of them. Yeah. I'm sure there are other demons who want to help Iruma-kun too, regardless of his humanity. The first step is to look for them. Alright, we gotta make a team. Like some Nick Fury activity. I'm putting together a team. A team of individuals that can do what we cannot. We're forming a team. We're forming a team, a special team. I'm sure there are other demons who want to help Iruma-kun, regardless of his humanity. The first step is to look for them. Oh, don't worry. We already got the first few ready to go. Absolutely. Again, they're going to have their initial shock, but at the end of the day, I think they won't falter. I think a vast majority of them will not falter. The only ones that I can see faltering is Sobnok. I think Sobnok could have a moment where he's like, is that what my uncle said? What, he was different and hiding? He might have a moment, but again, rival is rival. If that fire gleamed in the first place, then it doesn't matter what he is. That competition will still burn bright in him. So that's like the only one. That's the only one that I can see out of the Misfits genuinely being like, hold up, wait a minute, excuse me? But even then, I don't think it's going to be, like, divisive. If it does, like, he, like, for some reason really says, nah, I don't approve of that, and temporarily helps out Ball, that would be fascinating. It'd be heartbreaking, but that would be fascinating if he genuinely did say, nah, I can't fuck with that. I can't fuck with that. But I doubt that. I doubt that. Rival is rival. Yes! Yes! Oh, we're putting together a team. We're putting together a team. Oh, yes. Okay, Bachiko, again, obviously, 13th Crown member, and a family of the Hero family, the Hero clan, the Barbarous clan. So the president, or I guess technically ex-president, and, you know, the new president that we haven't seen just yet. Very important. Very important. Amaryllis, again, she likes Iruma, but also her son. So if her son gets involved, naturally, she's going to be like, okay, fuck all y'all. I don't give a fuck. And then remember, back when Henry was going through his shit, she was on board to help Henry. She was like, aw, we should help them. Yeah, Amaryllis is a real one. So we can garner at least 2 extra 13 crowns. Henry is like a solid maybe third 13th crown. And of course, Sullivan, but he's in prison. Maybe the 2 friends, Leviathan and Raspberry, all the 13th crowns, and then Mephisto. So potentially you're looking at like 7 13th crowns. Half of the 13th crowns could side with Iruma. Just saying. Oh, true. I forget her name. The punk rock idol girl. Yeah, sure. Yeah, long ears. Hell yeah. Or many ears. Heck yeah. Dude, where are you? Where are you? We need you. Mephisto, why are you playing chess? Get off your ass. What happened to making him the king and keep an eye on him? Brother, come on. But yes, Mephisto, absolutely. But of course, the main ones, Misfits. Misfits will be the main ones. Led, Parison, of course. Gappy, Agrius, Sobnok, Alicer, Jazz, Lizabella, Koryo, and then Kamui. Absolutely. Absolutely. The gang, baby. The 13 of the future. Painter. True. The Painter boy. Forget his name, but yeah. Yeah. And then, Zapar. Their family. True. Kiryo's sister. Or not Kiryo. Fuck. How do you say your name again? Crocelli. Let's do that. Crocelli's sister, and Sobnok's sister, and the Torturer cousins. All of them. All of them. Of course, Amory, where she is. Oh, wait, no Amory? Yo, that's disrespectful. We didn't put Amory in this. Wait a minute. Oh, we need to put Amory here. But yeah, they will absolutely back him. So as Carla, right. Determination, they're ready. They're ready, man. Yes, yes. Best girl. Yo, you think she's not gonna go get her future husband? You're insane. You're insane. She'd be getting her future husband out lickety-split. Thinks about first love memories, the context of her expressing herself. Maybe when she breaks him out, she's gonna tell him how she really feels. That'd be nice. That'd be great. Ooh, interesting. That's the first one she asked for help. Very nice. Scarlet-chan. Carla, what's wrong? Our next girls' meeting isn't for a while, right? Let's go. Okay, we're going to have a heart-to-heart next chapter. Oh, shit. Next chapter's going to be good. We're going to be feasting on some Carla and Omri content. And the gang that will form from this. Bachiko, not a problem. And her clan, not a problem. Amaryllis, not a problem. Absolutely. Yo, Davy might honestly kick some ass. That'd be kind of cool to see. Idol Girl, sure. Long ears, absolutely. Oh, I keep saying long ears. Many ears, yes. Mephisto, where is your bum ass? But yes. Painter Boy and Zapar, The siblings and other people in his Battler Club, yes. Argue some of the other teachers, yes. Some other 13 Crown members, yes. And then, of course, the main Kikabuto, Omri, and the Misfit class. They are going to help out. I'm excited. The breakout arc is going to be good. It's going to be fucking peak. Alright, that's the end of Iruma. Let me see if there's any comments. We'll get to them right now. And then I think there might be a chapter next week, but because of the breaks, who knows? It might not. So, we'll see. So, we have the color page. Come on, man. Their hearts are literally connected by Iruma and are on the way of holding hands. True. Again, salaciously, they're holding hands. Some people are feasting. Speaking of which, I want to see also Reddit. We'll check out Reddit and see what they're saying. Everything's out next week. Okay, cool. So then it's probably just going to be Kagurabachi. The blue represents Iruma. I didn't even think about that. That's so obvious, but yeah, true. Blue is Iruma. The Blue King. True. Okay, good catch. That's such an obvious thing, why that went right over my head. Bro, the cover for Volume 50 is so damn misleading, considering it's the end of the Henry and Merzey arc. Yeah, honestly, that's a good point. That's the end of the Merzey arc. You should have that be the volume start for this arc. Huh, yeah, that content's not going to be in there. I feel like you shouldn't have had that. Alright, whatever. Yeah, like him saying goodbye in the cover because he's like waving goodbye. That should be for the volume for this content. Alright, that's weird. You gotta read till chapter 74 Kagurabachi today? 74? Ooh, we'll see. I'm on 66. So almost like 10 chapters. We'll see. We'll see. Asmodeus' expression when he realizes that Balm knew Iruma's secret before he did. Yeah, again, the emotions that they're gonna have with Iruma when they chat again, like the sadness that they realize Iruma didn't know for sure if their friendship was real or not, is something they're going to discuss. I don't know if Iruma's on break this week, but I know Ichi is. Right, so it might just be Kagura, but also maybe some Iruma. That's fine. That's cool. Maybe, because I am behind. Maybe we'll do some Mafia reading. We could do that for shits and giggles. So, Kagura, potentially Iruma, but also, if not, maybe some of the Mafia reading we can do, and maybe a new reading. Yeah, we'll try and do that, supplement that. All right, let me see what's going on with Reddit. Anything good? So about the current state of the manga, I'm here to talk about the Iruma Avenge. Yes. I'm putting together a team. The Avengers Initiative, aka the Iruma Initiative. I like this. How I'm picturing Az and Carla will be during the next 2 chapters. Gondor calls for your aid. Iruma calls for your aid. True. That's gonna be hype. That would be good. Always find it funny how the first glance, Omri is intimidating and scary looking. Head student, council girl. Then we learn she's a dork who likes romance manga and cannot cook for crap. And I find that peak. Yeah, Omri is peak. Omri is fucking peak as hell. Which one of Iruma's adults are your favorite? So we have what? Opera, Sullivan, Mephisto. Yo, Mephisto, just saying, you're old as dirt, but there's a baddie right there you can get in with. Anyway, Amaryllis. Okay, sure. Bachiko, Balm Sensei, Kalgeo. Which one is my favorite? They all fulfill different aspects of security and guidance. It's kind of hard not to say Sullivan because he is his grandpa, but he's not always active around him. Same thing with Amaryllis. And Mephisto is too new. He's too new and he hasn't done too much. He's definitely helped save his ass, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't done too much. And I want to say Opera too, but again, he needs to put in more work as well. So I think it's going to come down to... I think it's going to come down to Kalgeo and Balm Sensei. Balm Sensei literally is the reason why his incognito has lasted, for the most part, for so long. But then Kalgeo is just a sense of structure. Criticism, but structure that he needs. And again, we're seeing more and more that he will keep Iruma safe, no matter what, because that's his responsibility. Yeah, I don't know. The two main teachers, I feel like, are the best. But I do also appreciate Bachiko. Bachiko is wholesome, because it's a sensei that relies on their student being her student because she needs to have that in her life. But again, it's either Kalgeo or Balm Sensei right now for my favorites, my personal favorites. But Bachiko is close. And then, of course, Sullivan, because Sullivan. Yeah. Kageo's the best adult for me, but Opera is very close second. Again, I love Opera too, but this buddy needs to be put in more work, which he was about to, but then, of course, Iruma said, no, we can't kill these guys yet. So, I do love Opera. Opera is good. Opera is nice. How much will I be missing if I skipped chapters? You're going to be missing a lot. I'm questioning... Oh, okay. What is this? Oh, this person just got to the Iruma idol arc. I do remember a lot of people were just like going through the thick of it when that chapter came out. People were just like, oh my god, I don't know who I am anymore. Iruma and Ichi will return in Avengers Doomsday. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait for Dr. Doom to square up against Ichi, man. It's going to be some crazy shit. What would happen if Iruma asked Alice to make him the ruler over his clan? If Iruma was more power-hungry and wanted to rule over the Asmodeus clan as vassals and asked Alice if that's possible, how would Alice react? Would he be fascinated? I think, at some point, Iruma's going to have to get into the monarchy game. But it's not going to be the traditional way. It's more of interest and excitement and fun. Oh, this is clean. Evil Cycle Iruma with the Loki transformation. Yes. That shit's going to go crazy. That will go crazy. I want to see that happen one day. And I think we will see this. Evil Cycle Iruma with Loki transformation will go crazy. Because we also saw him, during the museum arc, use his arrows during the Evil Cycle. And I think that also got upgraded, too. So that'll be awesome altogether. Demon School is a manga in the league of its own. Honestly, it is. There are two types of shonen. There's the Welcome to Demon School, and then there's everyone else. All right, I don't know if I go that far, but it is great. The rematch teams are complete. Oh, what is this? Pokemon in Iruma? Interesting. Gym leaders. So you have gym leader number 1, Electric, which would be Lead. Lead has Toxel, Elekid, and Rotom. Okay. Because in the future, Toxicity would be really great. And then we get like Buzz. That'll be good. Alright, not bad. Okay. Crocelli has Spheal, Amoria, and Ninetales, Alola form. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Alistair has Kadabra. Really? Oh, because the intelligent thing, probably. Yeah. Again, intelligence, Slow King. Yeah, okay. Intelligence build, so realistically psychic. Jazz has Sableye because of stealing, sure. Mighty Anna, dog, yeah. Theft Cool, stealing, yeah. And Hans, yeah. Okay. Sobnock. Oh, he's the Elite Four. Hold on. Excuse me. Let me go back. Kamui. Lopunny. Oh, you disgusting bastard. Pyroar. But I think the female version. Indeedee, female. Not the gentleman version? Really? Not the gentleman. Oh. Unpheasant. Oh my god. You madman. I think you would have the gentleman version because, again, a gentleman must always look distinguished. And then we have Fighting and Rock, so they would be a dual gym battle. That's kind of neat. Okay, so you have Surfetch, Palisand, Halucha. Would he really have Halucha? Also, I feel like you should give him more of a wind type because he literally makes wind. I don't know about that. And then Mamoswine? Okay, this is the most questionable one so far. But Parison, you have Drolok, sure. You have Zorak, the Hisuian form. You then have Miscellaneous. And then Skildra. Okay. No music? No music? I feel like there should be a music type. Hold on. Music ghost type. Or just a Pokemon that's music. Pokemon. Let me do music type Pokemon. Yeah, like not you. But yeah, like a music-based Pokemon, I feel like you should give it to him. Yeah, some kind of music. Some kind of music type Pokemon I feel like you should probably add into his team. So I would definitely add something like that. So then we have Lizabetta. You have Gimora. Which one was that again? Gimora. Oh, Glimora. I honestly don't remember this one. This gives me Asmodeus with his like blue flames, but okay. Yeah, I don't remember that one. Roserade, sure. Again, no, that could be like Asmodeus. Should be poison type. Vermoth. Cloudsaur? Really? Sazel, sure. I gotta be careful with the search. I have to be very careful with this one. In fact, depending on how I type this in, I actually might do a cover. Pokemon female variants. Let me be careful, because there's some sick bastards out there. No Gardevoir? I feel like Gardevoir could work. I'm trying to think. Okay, I can't really find anything too distinctive. But maybe like a Gardevoir, some type would work too for her. Because I don't see why Cloudsoar would be here. Why is he here? For Elizabetta? Really? If anything, I feel like give Cloudsoar to Agrius for construction. Also, he rides a cloud. How are we not giving him? How are we not giving him like Altera or Swirlick or like any of the other myriads of Pokemon with cloud themes? Yo, that one's like an easy one. That one's like easy. Yeah, see, some like you had me in the first half, but now it's like I'm the second half I'm kind of questioning. All right, let me quickly go through this because we gotta get to Hunter x Hunter and then Kagurabachi. We have the Elite Four. So we have Sobnock, who is Steel type. That makes sense. So Corviknight, sure. Agrius, sure. Or Agroslash, excuse me. Shield form. Tink Tonk? Oh, shit. Yeah, I can see that. King Bounce, yeah. Lucario. Okay. Not bad. You have Carla in the Elite Four. Fucking Dragon type? Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait, you're giving her Dragon type? And you give... wait, Omri gets Fairy type? No, switch that shit around. What do you mean, Dragon type? She's the Dragon type? Where the fuck are we going with this? Excuse me? She's Dragon type? Draconavish? Dragonite? Drampa? Gudra, and an Altera Mega Evo. I don't know about that one now. That one also kind of throws me, but okay. And then Fairy type for Omri. She has Gardevoir, Sylveon, Grimnar, Azomora for name, and Malwa. Mega Malwa. Again, I don't know. Some of this is okay, but some of it's not. All right, the easiest one, Fire type. Come on, give me some good shit for Asmodeus. Skulvin. Okay. Arcanine, yeah. Is there a Fire Snake? Hold on. I don't think there's a Fire Snake right now. Fire Snake. No, like, yeah, the closest thing would be, like, Centorch. Centorch? Nah, yeah, there's no Fire Snakes right now. Armgorg? Yes, yeah, absolutely. Especially the red type? Yes, yes. Chandelure? I like that. Charizard, Mega X? Yeah. Yeah. Fire type... flower. I feel like there are a fire type flower. Yeah. I feel like I kind of get what you're doing with Skulvin. But like, I feel like you should give her... I feel like you need to give him something different. But that's fine. That's fine. And then the champion is Iruma. He has a Snorlax. Yes. Mimikyu? Okay. Really? He has a Dusui, but he has the Hisuian form. I guess because of archery. Why the Hisuian form, though? Primera? What? Why? Wait, he has basically the Alolan 3 starters? What the fuck? He has the Dusui Hisuian form, Primera, and Incineroar. Gladle, Mega Evolution. Okay. Although, maybe you could give that to Asmodeus, because that's more of a knight. I would say give him Politoed. Okay. Again, some of this, sure. Some of the other ones, I'm not too sure. And then there was like another one. What was the other one, real quick? Okay, so that was the first one. Oh, okay. So they revamped it. All right, let me see the revamp. Maybe the revamp will be better. And then again, we'll go into reading. Sorry for the stall. So Rodon, Electivire, Luxray, Polygon Z, Raichu, Mega Evolution, Toxtricity. There you go. And then Crocelli, she's going to get Lapras, Aurora still, Frostmoth, Ninetales, Sylveon, and then, yeah, for Alyssa. Yeah, I like this team better for her. All right, so we have Allister, Slowking, Orangor, oh, the alien one, Aurelia, Metagross, yes, Remelius, and then Alakazam, sure. And then Jazz, Mightyena. Oh, yeah, right, this cat thing. Liquiria, Pangoro, interesting. Survivor, Silvereye, Honchkrow, Kamui. Again, I think he should have the gentleman form, but Indeedee, Unpheasant, Blissey, Jinx. Oh, you disgusting bastard. Pyroar, and then Lopunny Mega Evolution. Sure. All right, so let's see. Did they fix this one? So I assume for Gappy, he's having Surfetch, Flankston, and I'm guessing Crobat? Again, not the choice I would have done. And then for Agrius, he has Mamoswine, Palossand, Excadrill, Mega Evolution. All right, fix Parisons, please. Parison, he has, again, Zordrock, Hisuian, Dusknoir. Okay. Skillo, again, Miscellaneous, Norvin. I like that. All right, that's not bad. And then Gengar. Better. Lizabetta, again, Glamora. Nidoqueen, that's good. Roseward. I don't understand Clydesdore. I really don't. Vesqueen, and then Sullivan. Better. Sobnock. Emporion, cool. Aglius, or Ag/, Tinkton, Lucario, Kingbat, and then, oh, he replaced one. Megatil. Yeah, which one did he replace? Oh, Corviknight. Yeah, Corviknight. Yeah, that's better. I like that. I think that's cool. That's good. Again, Carla being Dragon type is weird. I don't know why. Gudra, Appleton, Drampa, Dragovish, Altaria, Mega Evolution, and what the fuck? Hapucha? You gave her a legendary? Why? You sick creatures. What the okay, I gotta talk to this person. And then Omri, Gardevoir, she also has Sylveon. Grimoire, Malwa, so no longer Mega Evolution. Azora. Oh, the Diamond one? Okay. Asmodeus, Arcanine, Armagor, Superior, sure. Vinchassi, Charizard, Gigamax. No, go back to X. And then Chandelier, Mega Evolution. Does it have a Mega Evolution? Huh. Alright, Mega Evolution Snorlax, correct. Decidueye, Hisuian form, sure. Incineroar, I guess? Because his Wicked Phase, maybe? Oh, Premier, because what, the Idol shit? Oh, probably. Oh, probably because of the Idol. Gladal, maybe? Guzzlord, oh, that's kind of cool. I like Guzzlord. Cool. Okay, that's Pokemon shit. All right. So let me just make sure there's no more comments. Then we'll get into Hunter x Hunter. Sorry for that random tangent. I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, oh, Pokemon and Iruma? Let me see what this is. Ascar like Iruma, Samachi. It's a human, all allies reaction. Mrs. Klatz, Nova in many years. What? Amu? Oh. Thu and Mephisto and Amari? Oh, they're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Hingairi, like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Yeah. So let me let me quickly go through the last remaining one. Let's see. I know nothing about Pokemon. Yeah. Thu, bro, we power scaling Iruma? No, just Pokemon shit. Just Pokemon Iruma stuff. Carla being a dragon type makes sense because the demon Valak is a boy with angel-like wings who rides a two-headed dragon, aka Connor and Murph. Yeah, but like, her dragons don't really do shit. Not yet, at least. Her dragons don't do nothing. But fine. Lore accurate? Sure. Alright. I'll bend the knee on that one. Okay. Peak Iruma-kun chapter. If you guys were here for Iruma and Ichi the Witch, thank you for stopping by. Sorry for the tangents. We're going to Hunter x Hunter. We're going to Hunter x Hunter and then Kagurabachi. So, again, we'll see what we get for Kagurabachi. I'm not going to promise we'll get to, like, 74. But we'll get some chapters. All right. Let's do this. Hunter x Hunter time, baby. I'm excited. I am very, very excited because last time we left off, we had some plays from Benjamin, from Carmilla. Carmilla shocked the hell out of me. I did not think she'd be moving like that. I really, really did not think so. That shocked me the most, but then how he handled that, Benjamin's bounce back, impressive. I'm not sure what the curse really does, but he's cursed now on top of him being sick, so yeah. But the main thing is, of course, Benjamin and the Fourth Prince are having a confrontation. Benjamin is coming in. However, the Fourth Prince has now safeguarded a plan with that bodyguard. I forget his name. He's like, hey, I'm going to die in a minute. I need you to basically ensure that my body is going to be okay. All right? He has a plan. He has a terrifying plan coming up. Hell, he might get a power-up. At the rate he's been moving and leveling up, he might get a power-up, which is terrifying to think of. So, we're going to see where this goes. He's not dying. Not like this. Oh, god damn, this fucking demon. All right, Benjamin, my boy, I love you. I think you would have been an interesting king. You're dying. You are absolutely dying. Or if not dying, your plans are going to be unraveled by this guy. So the first prince fires this mega shotgun with all these ballistics. Gores right through him. Chapter 417 of Hunter x Hunter. Contingency. Loved it. Lovely. Bodyguard fucking sees his prince dying. And again, he's horrified because he has to let this happen. And also, like, how is he coming back to life? He's going to see how and what Theta experienced. So, sees that he dies. Benjamin, also shocked, like, huh? Was that easy, huh? Your words are a pox upon society. You are hereby sentenced to death. What the fuck is going on? Oh, God. Is it his Nen Beast? Is it the second Nen Beast? What the fuck? Oh, dear God. He has, like, slits in his eyes. Like he's a serpent. Oh, Lord. I assume that's just a massive amount of blood. Guard. This is a ruse. Since when? For how long? Sear this into your brain on your way to hell. I'm the one who co-signed you to oblivion. The bottom of my boot is the last thing you'll see. That's crazy. Oh, dude. Yo. Benjamin, no. Benjamin. I get it, man. This fucking psychopath needs to fucking die. The problem is, though, his comeback is going to be nasty. Him coming back to life is going to be crazy, because his revenge is going to be like, Oni-chan, hey, so remember when you crushed me with your boot? The last thing you said I would see is your boot stamping on me? About that. Oh, Benjamin. Poor Benji. Fuck, he crushed his skull. Oh my god, he's fucking oh. Whoo! Yo, he's like like he found inner peace when he crushed his skull. Honestly, yo, cool. But here's the problem, though. This guy has to keep his body safe, or like something along that line had to happen. I thought you would have a counter ability. So he actually initiated that his brother could have Nen. Interesting. I thought you'd have a counter ability. Looks like you were still practicing. Having just learned it, let me give you a piece of advice. Having just learned it, let me give you a piece of advice. Zetsu is very dangerous. It quells your... Oh no! 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 He's gonna realize Theta and by proxy this dude, this guy, they were tricking him. Oh, I mean, he already kind of knew, like, oh, yeah, these guys want me dead. But he's now gonna realize his training has literally been fucking worthless. Although it's giving him like a crazy power, it's been relatively worthless. Oh, fuck. But this also then, on top of that further, he's saying that your Zetsu conceals your Nen Beast. It quells your guardian spirit as well. Do you even hear me? He's going to take all this information in, and then when he comes back, he's going to now activate more of his Nen Beast. And by proxy, his Conjuration Beast. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. I mean, it was going to happen, but no. Oh, sweet heavens, no. Yo, we just doomed everyone. Benjamin, you just doomed us all. Is First Prince Benjamin real, or is he an illusion too? And if this isn't real, what about them? So yeah, he's under the impression that the Fourth Prince cast illusions. That's his power. Little does he know. Is everyone here seeing the same thing as I'm seeing? Hey, you. Yes, sir. If you have the opportunity to provide testimony about this, say truthfully what you saw. He said the same thing as Sarainik said. He did. First Prince Sarainik was human scum. I was planning to kill him regardless of the succession battle. So this is basically vigilantism. The piece of trash is absolutely not a fallen hero of the great Kakin succession battle. True. He does not need to be glamored. He does not need to be held in high esteem. He is a monster. He is a monster true and through. For sure. I executed Sarainik as my sole discretion. His numerous crimes will be laid bare at trial. I have pardons and committed sentences already for anyone willing to testify against him. Think it over. Is it just a coincidence, then? Could this actually be real? Sarainik actually died? Nah, dude. Come on, big brain. Think, man, think. Was he really attacked now by Benjamin? Is there a way to know for sure? Oh, he's willingly going to see if his Nen Beast is still around. He's gonna fucking do something to activate the curse. Like, you can't betray or tell a lie. Oh, no, dude. Theta's injury. Only people who use Nen can see it. If that's gone, or that. Oh, okay, never mind. Sovko and Dajin will be handed over to the Central Justice Bureau and held there. Our military will also move there and use the 7th floor and its courtrooms as our joint force command center. Complete the preparations for taking over before I get there. This is where the real battle will now begin. Fellow princes. He has all the poison. I think it's been used. Sacrifice yourselves for the continued prosperity of the great Kaken Empire. For the Empire. For the Empire, man. That's his end-all, be-all goal. Not just for him to rule, but for the Kaken Empire to continue. He is a man of due diligence for his nation. How many princes? 2. The 5th and the 6th one. So, phew. Where are the others? The 3rd and 7th princes have escaped before the proclamation. Yeah, Zhang got away. And the 7th prince. Who was that? Oh, Lazarus. Yeah. A hunter assaulted Conjol and assisted within the 7 princes' escape. We can use that as leverage. After taking over the Justice Bureau, open special tribunal, and slap the Hunter Association with an extradition order, demand that they have to search and capture the 3rd and 7th princes in exchange of their actions. Sure. It seems the 3rd prince might have manipulated Kovan Thoban with his guardian Nen spirit's ability. Kovan Duba himself admits to aiding and abetting and desires to be held and monitored. No need to hold him. If he was aware of it, it was a semi-coercion. He must have been manipulated to aid Zhang Li under certain circumstances. I will hear them out later. Here come the yapping. I figure this is going to be a yap chapter. As for room 1009, Captain Balsamenko was found unconscious, sitting in a chair. He was unarmed, and once he was awoken, was asked the question you had prepared. He had proved to be himself without a doubt. Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that? And again, what happened to Hulkenberg's arrow that he let fire a few chapters ago? What's going on? Wasn't an ability to switch bodies? It was obvious from Vic's actions. Hulkenberg must have switched bodies somehow and activated his ability using Balsamenko's body. The captain also volunteered to be held, and he and Kobana are confined to the mess hall. What shall we do, sir? I will deal with these 2 princes first. I want to talk to them alone. Everyone, including those in the mess hall, go outside and stand by. Yes, sir. Kuntkov and Balsamenko. Yeah. All right. Shit's gonna go down. The princes, they're coming in. The ones that were captured. So we have Tuba and Tyson. I always forget about Tyson. Hold on. Let me get more music. Yeah. There we go. So they're now gathering all of their extra forces into this general vicinity with the princes. And then they're going to go to the Justice Bureau after to take that over. Hello, my dear brother. How do you do, Tyson? And then Tuba. Hey. Sorry to keep you waiting, and thank you for your cooperation. I will explain brief about how we got here. I regret that there was a traitor in my army who stole part of my biological weapon. Oh dear, how scary. And who was that? We don't know who. It was one of my personal guards, who we believed was connected through Carmilla, though our investigation is still ongoing. The weapon component isn't usable by itself, and we will do all that we can to get it back. Thus, martial law had been instituted. Why did you even bring it on board? To deal with the dangerous creatures of the new continent, maybe? Well, as long as there's no danger of it being used, we can go back to killing each other, right? Fucking dark humor. Oh, Lord. There has been an update, though. The hunter called Kurapika has a theory that if multiple princes are still alive by the deadline, Kaken would lose the protection of its guardian spirit, and the great regime would collapse. However, we can all still survive. So, again, he is a man of action. He's a man for the nation. So, living for him isn't a priority. He wants Kaken to thrive, first and foremost. I brought you here because I thought it would be worth a debate amongst us all. But I'm afraid some have refused to entertain the idea. The poison, so there was still some left that he can use in his canister. Alright, so he's going to try and poison Tyson and Tubita. But I wonder if Tubita as a scientist, can they counteract this with their Nen Beast? Confinement within the VIP living quarters will continue until martial law has been lifted. It's only a matter of time before we require the weapon. As formality, we will conduct a safety inspection of each of your quarters. Are they setting traps under the cover of this inspection, I wonder? Did he go to such far length to declare martial law just for that? No, there must be another intent. How much of this is true, I wonder? The best lies are told in truth. We can be present for those inspections, of course. I think you're the worthiest to become king, even without the succession battle. So Tyson even admits that. Survival of the monarchy and prosperity. The succession battle has meaning, however. Even if that theory that the monarchy would collapse if progress doesn't complete is true, then a will to overturn the whole thing. The one closest to the throne is still you, and thus the monarchy would still only shift into a military regime. So yeah, we can get rid of monarchy. It'd be a dictatorship, though, because he is in charge of the military. Only once you and Carmilla are gone will the proposal be persuasive. So Tubita is fine not killing anyone outside of Benjamin and Carmilla, and probably the fourth prince. Outside of them, he'd be like, yeah, you know what? If we don't have to kill each other, fuck it. Sure. Sounds good. That sounds great. Just let's have the problematic ones, guys. Let's have them die first. The Black Whale. We've been getting a lot of shots of the Black Whale as of late. Yeah, there we go. Area A, all clear. Area B, secure. All areas of Tier 3 have now been secured, sir. Prince Benjamin is arriving. So he's now out in the courtyard area. Prince Benjamin on deck. Your Highness. What? I still don't think we should be with you. The attacks that remain inside us are still unknown. What about troop morale and anything will happen to you? How trivial. Focus on analyzing your enemy's abilities if you have time to fret over trifling things. You risked your lives to take on those enemy attacks. Is that what any soldier should have done? The same goes for me. Yo. Ah, thank you. Okay, we're going to talk about his curse. A curse by Camilla's personal guard. The secret art of the have-nots, I hear. So can he use Gyo then to see if Hulkenberg's in him? I wonder. Probably not, but maybe. Or N? Potentially. I am also infected with task and have half a day left to live. And there's a possibility even more powerful curses than the have-nots, one beyond placed on Furikov, could be turned onto me. Yeah, so he's like triple fucked. Isn't this all exciting? His men, sir. What do we do to the enemy now? Do we destroy them? And death, our friend. Who are we? We are the Kakin Royal Military Squad, of course. Of course. Military boys through and through. I'll look into who the Ninth Prince could be currently switched with. The feather on their hand is a dead giveaway, so discovery will only be a matter of time. I'll leave it up to you and find him. The coin is powerful enough that holding it for 10 days make you spontaneously confess your secrets. The number is still 10, but I fear that there will be further effects at the next magnitude. Keep it. There won't be any more changes. There aren't many places Zhang could go. All right, so right now, the two that were controlled and manipulative seemingly aren't right now. They're giving, their plans of action to deal with Hulkenberg and Zhang. Heard them from the top and crushed them from below. Wow, even the king, even Nazubi, the king, their father, is under martial law. Sheesh, I was eating. If Third Prince Zhang Li escaped below Tier 1, I can leave it to the Squad 3 for recon. Detain the Zhu and Charhar bosses on suspicion of treason and conspiracy to overthrow our government. Escort them to the Justice Bureau at once. Consider Zhang Li's path. It's clear Onyor had assisted in his escape. That is a felony crime. Tell them that their only valuable bargaining chip is the prince's whereabout. Zhang Li went to Tier 2 right before the declaration had been made via a cross bridge from inside the ZU boss's residence. Currently confirming the route and following his trial. Follow up with reports in about 15 minutes. Good. Then you can have Squad 3 and Squad 7 recon and scout to focus on capturing Zhang Li and the 7th Prince Lazarus. So you're taking out 3rd and 7th Prince, getting them captured, and by proxy, the Mafia families that are related, potentially by blood, to them. Things are going his way, but we all know that's not going to last long. If multiple princes survive past the deadline, we'd be in the darkest timeline. Does that mean it's equally bad if all of us are dead? That's actually a good question. Huh. If every prince dies, is that a bad thing too? That's a scenario that leads to a legislated national emergency. Separate from the succession battle. Emergency Law, Article 1. Sustaining the monarchy in a crisis. If the monarchy, as well as all of the successors eligible for the throne, happen to die or face inevitable death through unavoidable attacks such as bombs, an epidemic, which he brought on board, a riot, or even natural disasters. Okay, so they have contingencies. Carmilla has been infected with Task and will die within 13 to 19 hours, but she probably can also use Nen to extend that. Bell can come even during martial law. He's the Surgeon General. Call him now. Bring equipment and personal belongings from the Central Medical Office. Have the CDC or the RSD, anybody, find out whether this bacteria is a virus or not. Yo, that'd be crazy. Would Leorio come into the scene now to help Carmilla? Oh, fuck. That'd be crazy. Struggle all you want. You pulled the trigger first. Circumstantial evidence will all point to your terrorist action. So he's spying on her. Okay. I then eliminated Cyrenik. I feel like I've flushed a massive problem out of my bowels. He was a parasite eating away at Kakin from the inside out. He fails as a human being, much less as a king. I finally have one less weight on my shoulders. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know, though, man. You don't know. This is a nasty panel, but you don't know. I have also infected the fifth prince, Tubita, and the sixth prince, Tyson, with task. They will die shortly after Carmilla. I don't have a grudge against either of them. I can even respect them, but they're not king material. But what is a king? What is a true king? But I have a feeling Tubita could probably counteract this poison. Tyson, not sure. I won't waste your deaths. I will protect and guide the next king, and the next, and the one after that, as a leader of an ideal nation. Rest in peace. Again, he's a man on a mission. Whew! Oh, Fugetsu. Yeah, she's just going through a lot. Then the 11th Prince Fugetsu. Her haggard appearance following the 10th Prince Kacho's death cannot be faked. She was swarming with evil spirits and ghosts, attracted to those who despair. Fugetsu is already as good as dead. She has suffered enough. I can at least let her die a peaceful death. The official story will be that she had committed suicide by poisoning because she was so afraid of the task infestation. May she be born into an ordinary family into her next life. Like, it's sad because Benjamin, he's a hardcore dude, clearly. But in a way, he does care about some of his family members. Some of them. Even respects them. And he, given the chance, wouldn't want to do this to them. But for the sake of the Kaken Empire, man. For the sake of the Empire. Then you have 4th Prince Wobble. Or rather, 8th Prince Oto. 8th Prince Oto. Interesting. Okay. That's probably a mistranslation. They probably meant to say the 8th Queen Oto. Even if it was a last-ditch effort, I'm not impressed by the babies. I'm not impressed? What? What do you mean? It fooled you. It fooled everyone. What do you mean you're not impressed? Oh. I'm not impressed by that baby swap. But I can understand how she must have felt. To be surrounded by a family who would trade a baby's life for riches. And again, he did not participate in the sacking, the royal bedding ceremony that they do. That's apparently a tradition in the Kaken Empire. Him and his military did not participate in the last bedding ceremony. So, again, shout out to Benjamin, man. He's a good dude. He is a solid individual. For the most part, when he doesn't have, this mindset right now. To be surrounded by a family who would trade a baby's life for riches, and that her sister, a fellow mother of an infant, was the only one who would support her when she tried to defy this fate. It's a fact that it is 99% likely Wobble is ineligible. But who's to say I have to accept that fact as reality? Fact? I made the fuck up. Who cares? That's funny. It will be a simple matter to have them officially declared as dead. In deference to their resolve and the respect for their heart-wrenching decision to exchange their beloved children, I can prove that Wobble is elsewhere. I will let their clan off with only exile. Oh, that's nice. But if the real Wobble is on board, which again, we should probably clarify if he is, whether she's ineligible or not, I will accuse them of using a cheap trick to vie for the throne, and I will have their entire clan wiped out for real. So either they're not on board and their clan gets exiled, or she is on board and he's gonna massacre them all. Fantastic. Yay. Politics. Let's go. Emergency Powers Act. Oh, God, there's a fucking another act? Oh, my God, Togashi. What the fuck? Emergency Powers Act. If the deaths of all the heirs are unavoidable and only the current king is to survive, the current king will immediately name the next successor in order to prepare for a contingency. He has that right, I guess. All right. So then who will he name? Before I die, I must eliminate the remaining princes or infect them with task. So Hulkenberg, obviously, Lazarus, Zhang, Mariam, A complete annihilation. Once the future is inevitable, it will trigger the act, and father will declare my child next in line for the throne. He has a kid? Whoa. Hold on a second. Benjamin has a kid? This has not been mentioned. Whoa. Was that the baby cradle that his mom was next to? Oh, shit. So, he's going to become a Nen entity. He will ascend to a Nen being the god of the Kaken Empire. But then, through this roundabout plan of killing everyone, if his dad's still alive, he will name the next prince to be the succession of his line, which would be his grandson from Benjamin's kid. I'm assuming none of the other princes have kids either. Probably not. Or it could be like, he is the son of the first prince, so he gets more priority. I guess. Although, with this succession battle, he could probably do some switcheroo and be like, hey, anyone could be here. I don't know. So there could be a loophole for that for Benjamin, but we'll see. Again, I don't know if Benjamin's going to get that far in his plans, but that's an interesting line of thinking right there. Okay, here we go. Here comes some yapping about his power. Benjamin's guardian spirit beast ability. Gypsy life. Bohemian Rhapsody? What the fuck? No way! Bohemian Rhapsody. No way. Yo, Togashi, these names are fucking fire. What the hell? Gypsy Life Bohemian Rhapsody. After Benjamin's death, it fuses with his Nen and selects one of his blood relatives to become their guardian Nen spirit beast. Once a prince fuses with the Nen beast and loses their human body, like Prince Kacho, okay, their right of succession is lost. Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Because I guess they're dead, so they don't have a human body. Why would you have an ability like that? What the fuck? Huh? But then, wait a minute. Furikov is trying to upgrade this Nen Beast. What the fuck are you going to upgrade it to do? I gotta read this again. Benjamin's Guardian Spirit Beast ability, Gypsy Life, Bohemian Rhapsody. After Benjamin's death, it will fuse his Nen and select one of the blood relatives to become the Guardian Spirit Beast. Once a prince has fused with the Nen Beast and lose their human body, like Prince Kacho, their right of succession is lost. But Benjamin's plan is to become a higher end being. So is Furikov gonna upgrade this thing last minute to then somehow Benjamin and him can like fuse? Okay, we'll have to see. The criteria for selecting which blood relative to haunt can be determined by Benjamin's ahead of time or left to his guardian spirit's own discretion. Forever after, the same criteria will be used every time the host dies, and a new host must be chosen. Really? So it's a continuous haunting? So there's no more blood relatives? What is the plan? According to Furikov, my guardian spirit's beast ability is one I can use to protect the Kaken Empire for all eternity. How, though? Wait. What? I don't understand. I thought they made it sound like he was going to become one with like the seed urn and his guardian Nen's beast somehow, and like he becomes the god. of the Kaken Empire and lead a new generation of peace and prosperity. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But where do you come into this, Benjamin? You have to die to activate this, which it's not that I wouldn't see him doing that. It's just, I don't know where, like, Furikov in this thing of, like, you will be the tree for the Kaken Empire. Not really. It's like his beast is haunting each next line. So, I guess I'm also confused on, too. When the Nen beast fuses with a blood relative, do they die immediately? Or is it like, over the course of their life, they will only have this Nen beast? And or does Benjamin fuse with his Nen beast, and thus they're taking over their blood relative on some body swapping shit that what we suspect Nabito was doing, but I guess maybe not. On some Kenjaku, is he gonna body swap with people, and then when that body gives out and dies, he can then haunt and infest another relative continuously? Is that what's going on here? Because, again, I don't really see, outside of his self-sacrifice of dying and the upgrade of this ability, what is the plan? And then, if that's the base ability, again, what is Furikov going to do? How is he going to make this even more busted? I don't know. See, I'm now confused. I'm now confused what this power is going to mean for the future. But it's interesting. It's a haunting ability. If Beyond's curse is directed at me, the surest way to undo the curse is to bounce it right back. I must die first, though. If by chance Beyond's curse activates first, depending on its power and nature, there is a risk it may render my guardian spirit beast completely powerless. Right, so there's no point to his resurrection, if he can even resurrect. Curse mother and her treacherous plot. She knew Furikov would eliminate the worst case scenario, that Beyond's curse could be directed at me and used to manipulate him. She gave him the task, knowing that my desire for the nation's prosperity and selfless service to the public would lead me to declare a special martial law. Through Furikov, she's now encouraged a murder-suicide of the other princes. She wants any of her children to become the king. Okay, all right. But it made it sound like she wanted Hulkenberg. When she learned Beyond's ambition, she shifted her focus to the brother, who can be more easily manipulated. How dare she abuse Furikov's loyalty and mock me? That's fun. That's fascinating. I'm sure that seeing my actions, she's assured of her victory. Unfortunately, I will ask her to choose her own life or that of my brother. The ultimate choice. Okay. Interesting. So either Hulkenberg or Benjamin, you're going to choose. So he's going to intimidate his mother into submission. And also try to fuck with Beyond, but that's probably not going to happen. Alright, that was a lot of reading, which I figured this was going to be a yap fest. I'm surprised no Sarainik, so Togashi's going to dick tease us with Sarainik. He is going to leave us pondering, like with Ahsoka, when will be the next time we will see her Sarainik arise from his death, quote unquote. But Benjamin is, like, getting shit done. He's getting shit done, but we all know it's going to come crumbling down. And the intricacies of their government state's backup plans is fascinating. And Nabito, the king, can select a new heir if and when all the princes die happily, which is what he's kind of setting in motion. But then his Nen beast, I don't quite understand, like, the plan that they're trying to use with this. Like, again, he's trying to lord over as a Nen entity with his beast for all of time. But how is that going to serve the Empire? And then what are we going to upgrade with Furikov's ability? Questions. But, and again, you see Benjamin's mindset that if he believes like there are some princes that are garbage, like the fourth prince, he will treat them as garbage. But the other ones that he cares about and respects, he feels pity for and doesn't want to kill them outright. But for the sake of the Kakin Empire, we are the Kakin military. We will do what is needed. Good heavens. What a chapter. What a chapter. I'm looking forward to the next chapter. Again, I imagine spiders have to start moving soon. I would imagine. And Zhang escaping with also Lazarus escaping. If they can get to their Mafia family first, this can also entice the Phantom Troop to move on up. Yeah. Okay. Let me read some chat, and then we'll do some Kagurabachi. Again, it's not going to be too long, but we'll get into Kagurabachi. Let's see. So, Vince, apparently the translation of this chapter was pretty bad. Yeah, 8th Prince Oto, I did catch that. Like, 8th Prince, like, what the fuck? I mean, there was, like, a theory way back when that she might have been, like, a prince or something. But, yeah, that was, like, an obvious thing. So, the translations apparently were not good for this chapter. All right. I mean, I did kind of get that from some other parts, but it was the Oto one that definitely caught me off guard. Like, wait, what the fuck? Huh? You mean queen, right? Benjamin thinks the baby swap is disrespectful to the Kakin. I call that strategic planning, but whatever. Like, it's crazy. Like, he, at times, can respect Carmilla's tenacity. He loathes Sarainik's inadequacy of being nothing but garbage, a infestation to the Kakin Empire. But he respects Tubito's tenacity and ingenuity, and even Tyson for being a goober, but still someone who's cheery enough to lead many people. And again, though they're fleeing, Zhang and Lazarus are two competitors that have ties that can overthrow their government, so he treats them seriously. And he feels pity for Kacho and Fugetsu. He feels pity for their circumstances. And in Hulkenberg, again, he's a threat. Outside of the other ones that died, and Murkov, the kid that's hiding right now, he pretty much kind of respects most people outside of Sarainik, Carmilla, and now Oto with Wobble, which is weird. It's like, two of them I can understand. Two of them I get. Wobble? You don't respect that? Like, he gets it, but he doesn't respect it. I'm like, what? Really? All right. But yeah, I did find that interesting. Not that it isn't clever. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. He just thinks it's disrespectful to Kakin, even though it's like you all are doing crazy shit. You yourself are committing mass genocide and disease, but hey. Vel, hey. Welcome to the stream. Clan would be more accurately translated to four mothers and their children, meaning Oto's sisters and their children, maybe even Oto's mother. Yeah, again, we don't know too much about her family outside of what we know from the ceremony they had and her recently. So, clan is a stretch. What? Why would Nabisu choose from amongst his own illegitimate children his second track fakers rather than Benjamin's illegitimate child? Again, Nabisu is weird. In the event that he loses all of his first children, I feel like he could do like a roundabout play. There could be definitely something. I wouldn't put it past Nabisu to have like, oh, I'm gonna have, oh, dude, this would be fucking crazy. This would be crazy. It won't happen. I choose Morena to be my successor, my illegitimate child, because fuck it. God. It won't happen. It definitely won't. But like, it would be a terrifying day. It won't. It won't. All right. Core, bro, I came back after half an hour. You still, yeah, dude, it's Hunter x Hunter. What are you talking about? Like, last chapter was nice because we had a lot of action stuff, but this is dialogue heavy chapter. This is a machinations planning for the future of an empire. Togashi's got to deliver, man. There's a lot of content and also just a lot of yapping. We had governments and plans being formulated. You gotta read. How much sex is it? Enough. That's how much. The spirit beast is made to rule, not to win a war. Yeah, but it's kind of doing both. The description says that he will merge with the beast and become some kind of ancestral spirit for all their relatives. Okay, again, that might be a translation thing because I couldn't understand that from what we learned previously. So yeah, he is going to merge with his beast. Furikov is going to do something to upgrade the beast. So instead of targeting, I guess, maybe one creature to haunt, or one relative to haunt, he can do that to all of his relatives, in a way. I guess. Maybe. Yeah. The Kacho Spirit Beast has identical properties to Kacho and lives to help Fugetsu. Okay. Alright. I see the parallel there. Also, Benjamin seems to intend to destroy the Seed Urn ceremony and replace it with himself. His ghost, the Spirit Beast, will choose from among his descendants who will rule. Sure. It's like it's like a constant active Spirit Beast ritual that he can then, I guess, kill people and then designate the right blood from his descendants. Okay. I guess that makes more sense. Still a little tricky on how they word this all. And again, that might be a translation thing. But no, he won't be possessing people. He'll give them the power to inherit the beast ability for those that serve them. Okay. But the problem with Ben's, well, there are many problems. But the main problem is that if he breaks the ritual, won't his spirit beast disappear? Maybe that's part of the upgrade. Maybe that's part of the upgrade that Fury Call is going to do, where if he upgrades the beast, it will do more than just one relative at a time. It could be like his entire blood that gets haunted by him at once. And then 2, he may now have the power from the upgrade, and also Nen after death, potentially, to have his beast supersede the Urn ritual, and thus will no longer be contained, because he wants to destroy it. So again, it depends on what Furikov is going to do to upgrade his creature. This chapter was crazy to me. I think it was awesome. I really liked this chapter. It wasn't as hype as last time when we were getting into Sarainik, but this is a good chapter to dive into Benjamin's character, the formulas for how this empire is going to function in the future. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh yeah, and also thank you for stopping by. Plant-based guy. Since that will happen if the secession contest is unresolved by the time they reach the continent. So yeah, that's the idea. But again, he thinks he can somehow disrupt the Urn. Maybe. Namazu could just do a Walder Frey and be like, I'll make another one. Yeah. I mean, fuck it. Doesn't he have women right now? Yeah, dude's got women right now. He has women right now in his pad. I'll find a new one. A new honeypot. And she'll be all mine. Yeah, he'll just probably make another one. I mean, fuck it. Honestly, he probably has bastards already on board. He probably does. If Morena's here, he low-key would be the type of dude that has, like, bastards already ready to go. I could see that. I think if it had more drawing and text distributed well into chapters, it would have been better. I don't know if it's just speculation. I never read Hunter x Hunter. So, I think, yes, you're right. But the problem is, kind of like with Oda, Togashi is a man that wants to fit a lot of information in as much space as possible. That's just his style. But then on top of that, you're having the issue of a guy who can only make chapters in like batches every 2 to 3 years. So then it's magnifying these chapters to have so much content because we are without chapters for years. And we're in an arc now that's taking a lot of time and precision and coordination and planning to get shit done. So then on top of that, you have even more exposition that you have to explain. And with the power scheme of this universe, you have these intricate powers that isn't just so full frontal in your face. You have to plan around them. You have to formulate how do you counter one with your own power. Are there drawbacks? So all this adds into a lot of text. Even more so because, again, Togashi is sick. He's been sick for over a decade now. Supposedly he's been sick since even Yu Yu Hakusho, which that's crazy. So it comes down to his writing style, but then also a rush against time to get this arc further along. But that means you have to do a lot of dropping of lore. However, I will say, last chapter was very shocking because it was a very... Hold on. Why is it not load? Last chapter was very shocking where the text bubbles were not as massive. It was, as you were saying, more laid out, more scenes were being hanged to actually have the emphasis of the action that was taking place. It was a very atypical chapter for Togashi to make, but we got it, and it was still a good chapter. It was a great chapter. Again, you still had exposition like this, but then you had moments like this where very few dialogue stuff, and then you even had moments like this where you had the scene play out and have like characters react to stuff. Like this. This was good. This was fucking insane. So Togashi can do these chapters. It's just with what he has to work with right now in his current situation, which he himself has made. I will definitely admit to that. He made the situation harder for himself by not getting assistance after all these years. More assistance, but, you know, I digress. But more often than not, you are going to get chapters like this one where you're going to have a lot of yapping. You're going to have these speech bubbles because it's an arc that requires a lot of characters to think and formulate, but also Togashi likes this kind of style. And then furthermore, he needs to get a lot of stuff done with less and less chapters pumped out over the course of 2-3 years. So that's what I will just say on that regard, Core. Not saying you're not wrong. I'm just saying what is the current situation with Togashi and his creativity. In any case, after Benjamin dies, one of his siblings will get a new spirit beast, and with it, Benjamin's power to copy the powers of his dead minions. Wait, really? Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that. That power's gonna go over too? Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, that's nasty. Let's see. That's Togashi for you. Man has amazing talent for writing stories, but wrapping it into a manga format is kind of hard for Hunter x Hunter. True. Yeah. Morena isn't even a bastard. She's pretending to be a bastard. Is that the case? I thought she was a bastard because that's the whole idea of the scars, but maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe she actually did that intentionally. You could be right. She's the child of some random soldier or a victim of the Hiyu family debauchery. She pretends for clout, the upward social mobility. Oh, wait, really? I thought she was actually a child of Nabisu because the text box, when we got the family's introduction, they were like, for the Mafia family. When we got the Mafia family, you had their text box introduce them like these are the royal bastards of the lineage of Kaken. And this is how they relate to everyone. Fuck, where are they? Where? Google, help me. God damn it, Google. Google, you are annoying the piss out of me. Here we go. All right. God, so many fucking pop-up ads. Go away. Like, when we got his introduction, he had, like, the thing of... I'm gonna fucking find it. All right, here, let me... Let me go through here. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. He had this title card. The narration gave him. He's the half-brother of Nabisu, illegitimate. Same thing for the other mafia boss. He, too, is considered the half-brother of the current king. And it's speculated that they are the fathers of Lazarus and Zhang. But then Morena got a title, too, where Morena also got the narration box, and it was like the child of Nabisu. So if that's wrong, that's kind of weird, because that's like going against the narration box itself. Like, the narration was wrong to give her that title. Nabisu Hyogo, Ryo's daughter, with his lover illegitimately. Yeah, like that. I'm going to have to go back. I'll take your word for it, but the narration box itself gave her and the other two Dawns that title of affiliation. And again, the scar meaning. You could be right, and I could just be misremembering shit. But they have that title box, so I'm going to believe that's true. That she is a bastard daughter of the current king. Oh, and Benjamin's consciousness will go along with it. Imagine if Benjamin is for... So, I mean, if his consciousness is going along with it, yeah, he's not body swapping, but he's doing damn near the next thing right there. His powers and he himself will live on with the successors. We'll go along with it. Imagine if Benjamin is forced to be Sarai next minion. Oh, that would be terrible. That would be crappy. To be honest, Hunter x Hunter was a bit hard for me to get into. I like Killua and Gon's journey. I thought it'd be a friendship journey like One Piece when I started. That I loved till the Chimera Ant arc, because Gon crashed out of character. Interesting point of view. I'm not going to go into that because we do have to get to Kagurabachi, but that's a fair criticism. I know people don't like Gon as a main character because of a few reasons, one of which I think is kind of what you're getting into. I think it makes him more fascinating as a main character for me, but I see your point. For me, I don't know. I have weird taste. Everyone has weird taste. You're good. Though, since he might get to choose, he probably chooses someone like the 13th, for instance. There's a child who they can mold. Morena is meat, not a second track faker. All right, we'll see. Okay. We had a long Hunter x Hunter conversation, which is good. I love Hunter x Hunter. I do. Yes, I do. But we gotta get to Kagurabachi. Again, I don't know if we're going to get to chapter 74. I'll get through... Jesus. Whew, she's evil, but she's a fucking baddie. Oh, but again, don't stick your dick in crazy. Do not stick your dick. Anyway, sorry. Kagurabachi. Let's get into some Kagurabachi now. Let me fucking let people know we're doing Kagurabachi. There we go. Okay. Kagurabachi. Finally. All right. Read Kagurabachi till 74? I don't know. Because listen, I got to be up in the morning. It's almost 1 o'clock now. So I'm not promising 74. 74 is a great ending point. I'm sure it is. I can't, though. I can't promise that. I will give you probably 68. Probably. But I can't do 74. All right. Let's go. Chapter 66. So chapter 66 of Kagurabachi, we are in the 4th arc right now. We are saving the daughter of fucking blind boy because we can use it as a piece and also maybe unlock some stuff to handle him, etc. Trying to also keep it on the down low so she will forget her identity again later on, but Chihiru's like, fuck it, we might as well tell her. All that stuff. It's not that I'm dissatisfied. Life has been peaceful and good, but all along I've had this vague sense of loneliness. Who is a person to me? This Sechi Samura. Yeah, Samura. He's your father. Here, have a snack. Chapter 66, Truth. It can't be. I've never met my father. We've manipulated your memories. Oh, snacking. Kind of give me Orihime vibes here. I know it's confusing. You lived with your dad when you were younger. We made you forget him. Your current official name and birth records are all fake. Your real name is Iori Samori. We sealed your memory for your own safety. But why? How was my safety? Paper. Shinichi Samura. Huh? I've seen that name before. You probably heard of him. He was in your textbook too. How much do you know about the Setai War? I know nothing. Explain, Chihiro. Explain to me the Setai War. Finally. I hope. 22 years ago, a small island called Shoko appeared in the Southeast Sea. An island? A full-ass island? Was it One Piece? An island just summoned? Thriller Bark? Did Gecko Moria universe hop? Is that where his bum ass is? Yo, Gecko Moria had to come into Kagurabachi? That's interesting. Okay. Along with it, Danten Seki, the raw material of the enchanted blades. The materials originated there. Okay. Ghouls. We have ghouls. We have entities. Nah. Chimera Ant and the ants from Solo Leveling have told me, if you see, and the sea folk from One Punch Man, if you see creatures and weird people coming from the ocean walking up like that, get the fuck away from there. The inhabitants of Shokoku were naturally immune to the Danten Seki. Oh. They could handle the unprocessed stone without their bodies exploding. Then what are they? Then the invasion began 1 year and 5 months later. So this took place 22 years ago. So 21 and a half years later. So almost 20 years later. Kushikage Rokuhara forged the enchanted blades. It was the master swordsman and 5 wielders of the enchanted blade who wiped out the enemy. What was the enemy? I assume the people. A year and 5 months after the mission, one of those heroes was my father. Okay. So what I said is probably likely what is the sin that they were talking about. Okay. This is some Ishval. This is some actual Ishvalan shit. Now, were these motherfuckers moving to do some heinous shit? I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, they did cause some Ishvalan, Uchiha, Kurta clan massacre. Okay. Okay. And not just the men, but the women, the children, Anakin Skywalker shit. Okay. That's what we got here. So they called it an invasion, but who knows? Yes, and again, her chains are breaking. Yes, one of the 5, Mr. Samura possessed the fastest sword technique. Oh. If someone wanted to leverage his lightning fast sword for their purposes, then as his daughter, you obviously make the ideal hostage. Like those guys back there. But nobody knew you were Samura's daughter. That risk could be eliminated. To that end, if Mr. Samura asked us to seal your memories again, I can't remember his face. Sechi Samura. She remembers a drawing. Look, I drew you, Dad. Aw, I can't see it. Oh, right. My dad. You keep calling him Mr. Samura like you know him. What's he doing? Where is he now? He's forgotten you too. The Maisumi were appointed to protect you if the need had arisen. Why will he abandon me? Right, all this time I wanted to remember. If he's so strong, why couldn't he stay with me? He could have protected me, so why? The memories. Dad. Oh, that was... Father, finally. Yori! The chains are coming loose. She's remembering. The shame and the crime that he committed. Graffiti. Die. Murder. Drop dead. A sinner. A killer. Get lost. Okay. What did they kill? And the crow. Even the crow's like, fucking bitches. Yeah, cold sweat now. The reason he gave you up wasn't because of the danger. Yes, he was known as a hero, but not everyone felt the same. That would never go away. No matter how hard he fought to save people, they said you were a killer. It's that Green Goblin's thing, man. Despite of everything that they do, despite of everything that you will do for them, they will still come to hate you sooner rather than later. And depending on if they did do some Ishvalan shit, you can see where the hate might flow. Your life as Shichi Samura's daughter would have been a constant struggle. And she herself might have even contested against him. Fucking crow. And those memories weren't necessarily be happy ones. Crow again. Her brain, yeah. It's understandable. Moments ago, she was a normal high school student. She's confused. It's a lot to take in now. And about her mother, we don't need to tell her. I want her to still have the option to go home. Her truth is a painful one. Of course, the desire to live with said truth is real, but the whitewashed order life she has been living is just as scared. It's up to her. There's still time for her to even process it all. But our job is to stand by her. Duty bound, baby. Duty bound. We won't let this person suffer anymore. Kyoto Bloodshed Hotel, 35th level. We'll be pulling all-nighters now. This time, we'll completely seal her memory of Mr. Samura. We have to write out everything about Yori. Why the rooftop? Because sorcery's prohibited inside. Right. They're in the... they're in the Continental. The John Wick arc. Inside of the hotel is packed with members of the underworld. It's one of the hotel's regulation to keep them from riling each other up. It really is just John Wick. If we create a stir, the thugs in the hotel will pounce. And that's not all. The hotel staff are disciples of Yojiro Sengoku, the general manager. They're masters of the Reagan 1 style sword. We don't want to get on their bad side. John Wick. It's John Wick. Lobby, first floor. They're already here. Oh, this girl. Yeah, Higasaku. They're here. Damn, really? Yo. All right, if this is John Wick, prepare to be consecrated. Excommunicado. How dare you? Ma'am, you can't light that in here. Oh, teleporting. Oh, shit, teleporting? Thank you, Toto. The surveillance was intense. Samura will pick up the trail quickly. We'll have to be on our toes. And absolutely no using the enchanted blade, remember? Yeah, I won't. See? A hairpin. Is that all you brought? I guess the color is kind of blah. So Samura's daughter in this building, huh? Don't know. There's a few places she could be hiding. Kurigi's making the rounds, too. We'll just have to search. Pardon me. Sorcery strictly forbidden in this hotel. Alright, thugs. Let's go. Let's go. Yo. You've just committed bloodshed on continental ground. Kill... I mean, they're not going to do it. But, like, shit, yo. There's got to be some backlash here. This is sacred grounds. This is sacred grounds. Fuck them up. If I draw Kamayuri, Samura will slay me instantly. Right, so regular sword. I know because I saw him with my own eyes. I'll just have to rely on my regular sword skills. You have your tea, Toto? Yeah, general manager. Yo. Man, you just wanted to die today, didn't you, kid? The Bloodshed Hotel will be a good stepping stone. So both Chihiro and, I forget his name, Hiruhaku, something like that. They're both are training in the art of swordplay, not the enchanted blade. Interesting. This is a stepping stone for both of them. Muramasa, I'm sorry, not Muramasa. Sasaki Kyojiro and Miyashita Miyamoto. The two legendary fighters training themselves to prepare to kill each other. Okay. Very cool. Alright, let me... Oh, also, I didn't give you guys the link, even though the link's in the description down below, especially if you're a VOD game user. Let me give you guys the link. That's my bad. Replace. There we go. Alright, let me go through some chat, and then we'll get right into the next chapter. Knowing the full context, this chapter gives me the chills. Hokazan, the author, is into some Kubo shit. He's using all the inks. Yeah, I think he's a shonen guy. I'll be real. Like with JJK's author, I think he is just an avid shonen fan. You can just tell from their work. 110%. In recent chapters. Okay. Also, I am hoping that the art's getting a little bit better, but I'm not really seeing that for, like, idle chit-chat. The tattoo magic, I think that's sorcery of either of the boss or Toto. Okay. Hirohiku, I think it means something like Summer Prince. Summer Prince. Alright. Japan has a lot of meaning with their name, so I'm sure that has to go something into his personality. Okay, next chapter. Let's get to 67. Hey, Miss Toto. Come on. General Manager, step the fuck up. We cannot allow transgressions like this on continental ground. So, Chihiro's really alive, for real. Yeah, I saw him. He's protecting Samora's daughter. Ooh, I see. His wicked sense of joy, like, Sugoi, he's alive. Huh? Are you crying? Nah, I'm pumped. I'll now plow through the questions nice and quick. You sure you don't want any help? Nah, I'll be fine. I'll take them all on. Oh, hey, where you think you're going? Yo, come on. Squat up. Chapter 67, Kyoto Bloodshed Hotel. This is going to live up to the name. All the staff here are sword fighters, but there's a whole range of skill levels. The challenge will be that one big shot swordsman who has over 50 disciples. I mean, if you already let the cat out of the bag, you might as well just start using your magic. The hotel has rules. Yojiro Sengoku, General Manager, you bear the Hisaku emblem on your hand. I hear you are quite skilled. And yet you oppose me alone? Of course. The art of sword that has been passed down within this hotel. I am its history. Reagan, one sword style. Let's go, Reagan. Let's do this. Hold on. Let's see if I can imitate it. The one sword style. Here we go. So is it a speed style? Is it like a fencing style? Offense style? Defense style? What is so special about the Reagan Arataka style? Man goes in. He kind of has this rotation motion. Heavy. Oh, he's a heavy hitter. He's a heavy hitter. Okay. All right. So fuck speed. I have weight. Heavy. Hiriku's a top-tier sorcerer, but when it comes to sword techniques, he's never really had proper training. Same thing with Chihiro. And in his current state, without access to the sorcery against an opponent like this, but I'm scared, so I'll stay here. Yeah. Trial by combat. You wanted to fuck around, so now you're gonna find out. So they back and forth. Oh. If swordplay makes this much of a difference, we'll begin with the basics. The forms are crucial. They're the crystallizations of the style. So, heeding what the dude said, because he got pissed because he wasn't taking it, quote, seriously, to cherish the blade and all of the avenues, which he was correct, but, again, though he had all the right information, he didn't know how to deliver it in a style to this student of his. But now he's going to learn in real time. That's his style of fighting. Very soon, we'll step into the same ring. Even with an enchanted blade, if my sword fighting is bad, I won't be in the same ring at all. Prepare to be swallowed alive by 150 years of history. Back it up, dude. Back it up. We'll face off as equals. So he has a thrusting style. So it's a thrusting, heavy hitting style. What the hell? He raised his sword. I'm not going to do that because I know I'm not going to be skilled. He drops it with his other hand, repositions, and then does some fancy footwork to dodge it. Is he gonna cut him down? So Brooke over here, Parorone, thrust did not work. You sure you don't want help? No, actually. Hey guys, I'd rather you all came at me at once. Someone's cocky. Huh? You barely managed to dodge. How could you possibly? Yo, Winston, come on, man. Come on, you're the general manager. The kid has no sorcery and no enchanted blade. But he got him. He got him on some, like, reverse grip shit. Oh, shit, man. Winston. That's not his name. I know. It's Yojiro, but I'm going to call him Winston because, again, John Wick over here. So, he had his sword drop, repositioned for, like, a reverse grip. Real swordsmen are losing their mind because they fucking hate reverse grip, but action fantasy, so fuck it. So reverse grip, and then he must have, like, in his dodge roll, sliced off his arm. So that falls off. Just now. Yeah, in his thrust, he blocks, repositions, and then he must have, in that moment, cut off the arm. Oh, music. Yeah, done. He took an unorthodox path. I couldn't even read where the blade had come from. Whose disciple are you? You're all so pig-headed. Why do I have to be someone's disciple? I'm a student of freedom. Freedom. There won't be a next time. Yo, General Manager. You better focus up, man. How are you feeling? What time is it? Dawn. It's just breaking. But they can't fucking tell because of cloud. Morning. Where are we? Where are the Masumi? On the roof, working on the final stages of preparing the seal. I'm here to guard you. Were you here all night? What about sleep? Only this part requires all three of them. We trade off during the night shift. They taught me battle techniques, and I appreciate sword techniques too. What about sleep? You seem totally used to this kind of stuff, Chihiro. We're the same age, right? Yeah. So what about school? I never have gone. So all this time you've been enmeshed in this blood path? For students like us, stealing each other's desserts at lunchtime, competing for test scores, playing drawing games, those were our fierce battles. You know, schoolyard shit. Him, on the other hand, fuck that. I'm immersed in the blood. Ever since a young age on some Bane shit. I was born in it. I didn't know I couldn't be covered in blood till I was already a man, and by then there was nothing more to me but blindness. He's immersed in the blood. Sounds peaceful. They're probably worrying about me now. I miss them. Before I fall asleep, I remember something. Yeah, the graffiti. If I were to go back to my original self, I can't live the life I have now. I won't be able to go to school again. Yeah, it's one or the other. My last name is Rokuhara. Oh, that's very personal. Rokuhara. My father is Kushinagi Rokuhara, and he and your father, Shinichi Samura, were great friends. We're children of the war heroes. Our circumstances are kind of similar. So I had the idea that it'd be better to live with the truth, even if it hurts. But that was arrogant of me. You have... Oh, go look. Assassin. Nope. Weave. Who are you and what you want? I want money. Someone called my room. They promised me a pile of money. The initiated... Friendly fire. Friendly fire is now activated for this vicinity. Oi. Hey, stay there. Close the door. Again. Enchanted Blade, that's going to be great. Right now, technique. Technique and raw physical capabilities. So he has the EI sword draw again. what was it, the White Lotus stance or whatever? Hack and slash. It's okay now. Yeah, your first real bloodbath. Again, he's not a normal kid anymore. Unfortunately. Aren't you scared? Shoot, I'm still not there. Nah, he doesn't care. These guys were elite fighters. There are probably more of them on their way. Let's get to the roof. That's not what I mean. I mean of killing people. No, I'm not scared. He was earlier on the story, but now he, for one reason or another, he is now more locked in to his path. Again, he knows, or claims, he's going to hell, so why be scared of the inevitable, as some people would say? That's why I am not like you. This is the only life I've ever known. But you have a life as Samura's daughter, or a peaceful alternative existence. Both of those are truths. There's no right answer. Nothing you should do. It's about what you want at the end of the day. What do you want? I want to go back to school. There's no shame. There's no shame in that. I don't have a choice. All I have is... Yo, Winston, you fucking suck. Are you serious? I mean, yeah, he's going to have high potential for the blade. I was not shocked. But really? He got off-screened? John Wick would not have a weak general manager like this guy. Fucking trash. Oh, no one dare does anything on these sacred grounds. Bro, from what I'm seeing, if an enchanted blade user or like a Hikusaku member just came in here like they did right here with their magic and sorcery and just said, fuck it, yo, you guys would have gotten crushed. This hotel... neutral, only because no one cares to fucking try. Not because of fear. They have no interest. Okay. Well, Smackdown time. Yo, Chihiro, I'm ready for you. Iori, don't worry. I promise. I got you. Alright. Faster than I thought, but we're already here. A Smackdown is coming. So we'll do the next chapter. Let's see. The one thing that makes Hirohiko much more like Mahito, explosive growth, and the nature of a child. Yes. One of my favorite panels is the fish eye panel. I even colored it. Oh, this one. Ew. Oh, that's cool. You colored that shit too, Koro? Nice. Awesome. The manager is the biggest bum. Dude, he is the biggest bum. He talked all... They got so much shit for this hotel. Got all this glaze to get off-screened. Yes, the kid has explosive growth too. But he got off-screen, dude. He got off-screen. He didn't even land a good shot, from what we can tell. Fucking trash. People would have been half-blind, should not be doing duels. Battles, sure, but not duels. Oh yeah, duels are not to be fucked around. Do I have Discord? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm pretty sure I put it into the actual description. Hold on. I have a Discord, like, link. I don't have, like, an actual Discord realm, though. One day I'm thinking about it. Let me see. I know I have a link somewhere I can give. All right, I thought I had a link. Yeah, I do. Just if you like go to Cole's channel or go to Cole's Discord and just at me, you'll find me that way. They also have a Kagurabachi thing. Let's see. I thought I had a link embedded, but I don't. I'll try and get that set up next time. Let's see. Not a first time when they introduced some new character just for them to kill. Yeah. Again, you can call it suspenseful, you know. Oh my god, I'm losing the word right now. I forgot. Oh my god, my brain just farted. All right. The point is, they're subverting the expectation. Suspenseful subversion of expectation, but it's also kind of like, stop fucking hyping these guys up if they're gonna keep dying. I do manga coloring a lot. Most of my favorite panels. Dope. I mean, if you have a link to like a Twitter or something, I'll go fucking check it out. Let me see. Let me see. Oh. Yeah. If you got a link, I'll fucking go check out your stuff. I always appreciate the people that color manga panels. Alright. Let me go next chapter. I want to keep this moving along. Again, I'm not going to 74. If anything, this might be the last chapter we do tonight. Because I gotta head out in a minute. So, chapter 68 of Kagurabachi. Metamorphosis. Oh, speaking of growth. Someone called my room. They promised me a pile of money. So it was you. Yeah, I asked this dude's brain what room you were in. It's great that you're here. The clientele here are extremists of one sort or another. They're all headed to this floor now, and with the manager gone, there's nothing that can hold them back. And you... Oh, we haven't been introduced. Thank you for being born, Samora's weakness. Very sick and twisted. General Manager gets decapitated further. Yeah, he has some reverse grip style. Tries to go for her leg. Block. Just barely. You've had it rough, Chihiro. Having to clean up after Samora's own mess. Samora's currently in motion to kill the contracted sword bearers. When I get my hands on his daughter, this should give his attention. He's so racked about guilt that he doesn't even realize what's going to happen. Such a moron. You're not going to lay a hand on her. I want to go back to school. This girl is no longer going to be a part of this. Cuts around the building. Oh, cuts an elevator shaft. Yeah, we're going down. Hey, don't worry. I promise to get you back. You're leaving me here? They're all headed to the floor down there. Oh, yeah. And the mobsters. Hey, sup? I thought you said not to worry. Ah, there we go. That's why you don't have to worry, Levi. Yo, come in. Okay. Going up. Y'all immediately kills them. He said you needed 3 people on the roof? Yeah, we're finished. You can go back to being a regular high school girl soon. I can finally go back. The seal. I don't really understand how it works. They know what school I go to, and they saw my face. One teacher even, yeah, that guy fucking died. How can I go back to school like nothing would ever happen? The events of the past 2 days will be hazy. No one will even remember what happened, though we can't bring back the dead. Those bad guys came because I was trying to break the seal. It was my fault. Our teacher had... No, absolutely not. The Ikusaku are to blame for all of this, and if anyone slipped up, it was us, the Masumi. We are ninja. We never learned about human emotions. Bullshit. When we created the seal 3 years ago, we didn't understand that a parent and child bond, so our seal was insufficient. But after talking with you, we have a better sense now. This time, the seal will reach the very root of your own consciousness. There are no risk of it breaking ever again. You can go right back to your regular life. She will forever now not remember her parents, or her father, excuse me. The only thing we still need for that seal is a key. The key. The hotel is enclosed in an enormous barrier. The barrier building is imbued with an enormous, complete privacy. Is it the tree? Every barrier has a lantern that powers it. Oh, okay. At this hotel, it's installed on its roof. That's where we need the key. The seal we're applying to you is massive. We arranged to borrow the power source to complete that. So this entire hotel is just going down. Given the unique circumstances, if it's only momentary, he was supposed to have the key. Chihiro headed downstairs, right? Well, you could say that, but... we'll leave it to him then. Yeah, they're going down, not controlled. Oh my god, they're fighting in the reverse elevator? Because of the fucking force? Oh, that's creative. I like that. I like that little detail there. There's so much force in this goddamn elevator. They're fighting on the roof of it. First floor. Crash land. His technique is very unorthodox, but each slash is loaded with a powerful spirit energy. Even though he seems to have very little experience with the sword, like you. Are you Masumi? This is from the general manager. For the lantern, that guy was clearly an amateur. Just by swinging blindly and following no particular form. And yet, his unskilled sword severed the general manager's arm. What just happened? Okay, so we are getting some stuff. All right, hold on. Not completely off screen. I thought it was pure chance. It won't happen again. Yes, not again. What sort of stance is this? A student of freedom. He's about to learn what swordplay is. Nothing to trifle with. I've trained under Master Sengoku daily for 7 years. In all that time, I never scored a single point against him. Nice try, your footwork. Follow through is weak. Okay, so we're building up more hype that this guy got fatherized to show that this kid has insane growth rate. There are no guarantees. Oh, I'm sorry, there are no geniuses in the world. Nothing surpasses diligent and consistent effort. Speaking of a man who knows nothing of the world. Never neglect that. Yes, sir. Well then. The unfortunate truth of the world, there are geniuses. There are prodigies. There are savants that are awakened into talent. Not saying hard work and determination will not pay off. It just will not pay off for everyone. Speaking of which. So he had his arm, his head, and his torso in one fell swoop. 3 slashes admitted to him. You damn liar. There are geniuses. Again, you can use this for fucking Naruto slander. Oh my god. You absolutely could use this for Naruto slander. Oh my god. This fucking panel. All these mean materials here. on, let me mark a spoiler. There we go. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid, but I like that. You damn liar, there are geniuses. He was unstoppable. His sword was invisible. Interesting. So, like, when he flicks his sword to the back of himself, again, I'm not doing it because I'm not fucking crazy like he is, which is kind of, I think, also added into his unorthodox style. So when he puts his sword back, lets go, and then... Let me make sure I didn't fucking cut myself. Okay, good. No cuts. See? This is why I'm not crazy like him. And does his reverse grip. It's moving like in such a quick, fluttering motion that they're just not seeing it. And this is not the enchanted sword, too. Whew, yeah, you guys are not prepared to fight the enchanted sword users. Whew, Lord. He was unstoppable. His sword was invisible. Aura. Here he comes. Invisible sword skill, huh? Through the keen vision Chihiro has honed. Right, in his blacksmith skills. Over all those deadly battles he's endured, he's perceived the secret to Hirohiku's technique. The ability to use both your left and right arms, and both overhand and underhand, freely in any combination, along with moving instantly through his opponent's blind spot, causes the opponent to completely lose sight of that blade. So yeah, it's just such a quick turnaround that they can't keep up with it. He was able to see that and dodge. Yeah, you ain't the only one who's fast, bitch. Yo, and you're not the only one who has a reverse grip swordplay. He's like reverse gripping VEI style. Very nice. Very, very nice. We'll go reverse. He countered from that position, and his blade was even faster than mine. That was close. Truly ferocious. I like it. He dodged my white purity style. There we go. White purity style needs to be even faster. I need to be faster. Well, sure. Samura is currently in motion to kill the contracted sword bearers, so I have to be faster. I will kill you and get to the roof to take that key and give Yuri her life back. So you made up your mind, huh? You're going to return to school. I'll go back to school. I'll no longer be Shinichi Samura's daughter. It's not just that I want to be rejecting the truth. He's forgotten you too. The Masamune were appointed. Yeah, right. Sounds like my dad's attention is elsewhere. I guess he's fine. With forgetting me. I'm only one who is struggling with a hole in my heart. Yes. I don't think so. I think he somehow deep inside has that pain of not having you. But that's just a prediction. Okay. We're going to read comments, and we're going to end the stream. I do have to go. So, only 3 chapters. I know. We'll try to get to some maybe Kagurabachi this week. All right? We'll try and do a Kagurabachi stream. How about that? But yes. Interesting continuation of the Blood Hotel arc. Manager was a bum. Yes, I get he is explosively growing, but come on. Come on now. All right. So let's see. So again, Koro, I do manga panel colors a lot. Most of my favorite panels. Again, awesome. If you have like a Twitter link, I will absolutely look at it. Nah, I'm very new to digital art. Let me link my Twitter. Elevator fight. Yeah, elevator fight. Love it. The anatomy, choreographic, and paneling of Kagurabachi is peak. Yeah, it's pretty solid, honestly, with the swordplay visuals. Well, links vanished into the chat. I linked it into my channel description. Cool. Let me go there. So I want to shout out to you. You are doing coloration. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Yep. Twitter. Load. There we go. Actually, hold on. Let me be careful. Let me be careful. I just realized that. Let me be careful for two fronts. A, I don't want to get spoiled. And B, I see some nice shots. Very nice. Very nice. Killua? Oh, you did a Killua commission. Dope. Dope. All right. Awesome, man. Your work looks good. It looks solid. But yeah, let me be careful. Let me be a little careful when perusing. Okay, some Gojo. Some JJK. I like that. Ooh. Got some Chihiro and the Masamune. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. All right. Your art's pretty cool, man. Your digital coloring, excuse me. But also, I think for some of the actual art you're doing, looks good. Nice. Awesome. Keep it up, man. You never know where it's going to take you. All right, so then we did that. So yeah, elevator fight. Fuck yeah, elevator fight. Okay. All right. That's going to be it. Again, I know it was short for the Kagurabachi people. I'm sorry. I do have to go. I got to be up early, and it's already late as is over here. We'll do some more Kagurabachi this week. I will try to do an actual stream for Kagurabachi. We do have manga breaks this coming up week, so maybe on Sunday of next week, if there is a Iruma-kun chapter, or if not, we'll try and do the Mafia stuff, and maybe a new read-through. Maybe. And then I'll try to get a schedule up for you guys for tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Just a random question. Did you saw Hirokoshi's horror one shot? I've heard of it. I don't know the concept of it, but I know a lot of people have always said for a while that he does draw very intensive art style. So they were kind of figuring it was going to be a horror manga in his future eventually. So if it's good, I'll check it out. Again, I do kind of want to do the one chapter readings of new stuff. So it's going to be on docket. Same thing for that one new manga from Gintama's creator. I still want to check that out too. So I will keep an eye on that one, but I have heard that he dropped something like that. Haven't seen anything though. The red one was the fisheye. Oh yeah, the red one with the fisheye. Yes. Oh. see. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Keep it up, man. Thank you for the shout out. Absolutely. Fucking love and appreciate coloration and art. Especially with manga panels. You kidding? But yeah, so for the Hirokoshi stuff, I haven't seen. I'll keep an eye out that for though. I'm gonna add that to the list. The ever growing list. Alright. Everyone, I gotta head out. Thank you. Take care. Make sure you like the stream. Comment what you liked about any of the readings we did, stuff in the future, bell notification, subscribe to the channel, all that YouTube jargon. You can do that. You can do that. And of course, make sure you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, staying hydrated, and trying your best wherever you can. And if you believe no one believes in you, remember, I got you. I got you. Believe in the me that believes in you. You still got the rest of the year left. Make this your year. We'll be back next time, all right? Take care. Be safe. Have a good day, good night, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. Kagurabachi, looking really solid, man. I'm really liking this. And then when we catch up soon-ish, we got more readings to come. All right. Later, everyone.